Nuclear missile ready.
I got bored. I got bored. We're not having the matches yet, guys, but I just got bored and I just wanted to hang with you guys. That's all. Bibs, I hope you're having a good time, man. Hope your journey back to the US was going alright. And I hope you're ready for this one. A lot of StarCraft 2 coming our way, guys. What is up? Hello. One of the best casters you know. Well, Canuck, the feeling is mutual. Ever so mutual indeed. I feel like when we come together, that's when the real magic starts to kick in. Though that's when that's when sparks start flying. Everyone is having a good time. Anyway, it's a shame you gotta go in an hour or so. Well, you know what? If you want, you could just hang with me, right, for an hour, and then you can go in an hour. You know, I mean, I'm streaming anyway. It doesn't matter too much. I can still easily just kind of put your picture up on the screen. Let me see if I can actually. Hold up one sec. Is this it? Is this it? There we go. You see? There it is. Voila. Voila. Easy as that. If you want. I'm not making this awkward, so you say yes. I'm just making it awkward because that's what I do. That's my style of casting. Anyway, hope you all had a lovely new year. I definitely did. I got a new sweater. My mother actually made me a sweater for some reason. I don't know why exactly, but you know, it's alright. It looks alright. It goes okay. There's a minute delay on the stream right now, so you're gonna have to be patient with any responsing that I do. And yeah, it looks like everybody's slowly dripping into the channel. And we got some lovely people looking to play. It's a single elimination. Every match is a best of 3. But I mean, a best of 3, could go any way, right? If anyone has ever seen a best of 9, you know that a best of 3 can go any way. Because somebody can get a 3-0 lead and then all of a sudden they lose 5-3. If they don't pay attention, it goes very quickly. Can go in a breezing second speed there. Anyway, let me see if I'm missing anything or on the Discord. Nothing important, it would appear, I hope. Someone called Ghost Shell might be playing. I believe we're trying to get some Zergs into the bracket, guys, to kind of give every race a little bit of a resembling force of nature here in the bracket. Other than that, I mean, the bracket is looking pretty damn fine, I have to say. Pretty damn fine. So how was all your New Year's? How did it go? Was it a good time? Did you have a good time? What about Christmas? Was that pretty good as well? It was pretty swell, wasn't it? We had some good StarCraft 2 back then. New Year. Might as well do it again. There wasn't that much going on, so you know what? Let's do it ourselves. Why no bracket again? What you mean there's no bracket again? You just didn't type the command correctly. It is obviously bracket, alright? There you go. There you go. That is the bracket. Jeez Louise. Alright, well, I hope you're happy with that one. We're professionals here, guys. We are professionals. The B command, it's not professional enough, is it? If you're just typing B, it kind of shows that you're maybe a bit on the slacking side of your macro style. Might not be up to sniff. Don't worry about it. We got your back. We got your back. You just got to type bracket, and that's where it is. That's where it goes. Give us your tournament predictions. Well, my tournament prediction is going to be that Bibs is going to sign up for the tournament without anyone's knowing about it. Say that, you know what, he's not been playing for a month or so, not even watching for a month, trying to move back from Chupi Lupidu to United States, somewhere else. Now he's gonna show up and everybody's just gonna have to give in to the superiority of the player named Bibs. Give us your tournament predictions. Bibs, it's not going to be tiring for you, alright? I mean, you're going to wreck face without any problem. And, of course, it's not going to be tiring. Bibs, come on, how could you say that, dude? It's not even... It's 9 here, which means that it's like, what, 12 p.m. for you? It's not even 12 a.m. I mean, it's the easygoing 12 for you, alright? It's easy time. You don't have to worry about too much here. Making a baby out of an elephant here, Bibs. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Because a baby, you gotta take care of and do a lot of stuff for. And an elephant, you can just kind of let go into the wild and it will take care of itself. Not much can mess with an elephant, as far as I'm aware. So, you know what, you just let him go. Except for people. People mess with elephants. So you gotta cut off his tusks. But that's the only thing you gotta do. So people don't mess with it. But even then, they might still mess with it. Just because they think it might still have tusk. Because they see his backside. So they just shoot it anyway. But, I mean... Come on, guys. When's that gonna happen? When's anyone ever... It happened a couple of times, probably. But we're not gonna make that happen this time around. Because we're gonna write on the back of the elephant that he doesn't have tusks. Do you see? So there's two things you gotta do. I don't know what I'm saying. Hope you're all having a good time. We're going to be jumping into this tournament pretty quickly. We're just trying to get a couple of more Zergs up and queued up. And then we're going to start the bracket here. And then we're going to have a good time together. You and me watching some StarCraft 2. What's better than that? I don't think there's a lot of stuff better than that. Maybe StarCraft 3 at one point. But we don't know what that is anyway. So, you know what? It might just be a little bit shit. It might just be a little bit bad. I'm new in the game. Go buy, install this game. What do you mean? What do you mean, Frupka? Frupka. What's wrong with that? Play only old Star. Oh, so you're new to StarCraft 2? That's what you're saying. But you've played StarCraft 1. Well, I mean, it's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game. It's a lot of stuff is made easier for a lot of people, right? You're not only allowed to have a certain limited amount of people in a control group, right? You can have as many as you want. The counters to everything have gotten steroids injections, right? So anything has a counter, and that counter's pretty darn rough. It beats the living crap out of whatever it counters. That's what it comes down to. Then you have workers. They just go to the mineral line whenever you make one, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. And your macro cycle, probably a lot easier too. You can put your buildings on hotkeys. Is that something you could have done? I don't think that's not something you could do, right, in StarCraft? You can do that in StarCraft too. It's so easy. Don't tell Bibs. He only played StarCraft 2 and he thinks it's the hardest game in existence. So if you show him StarCraft 1 and the differences between those, he's gonna have a heart attack, honestly. It's gonna happen. We all know it is. But anyway, Canuck is welcoming him as well. Thank you, Canuck. Yeah, StarCraft 2, really fun game. StarCraft 1 is also free to play unless you want the remastered version. Really? Well, why wouldn't you want a remastered version? Let's be fair here. It's not that expensive, and you're supporting the best game genre in the existence of the universe. I mean, it's truly the greatest. Truly the universe as well, since it is, of course, a game that encapsulates the entirety of the universe. I need to pay attention as well, guys. I can't just look at the whatever is going on here and talk shenanigans, because I do need to pay attention to whether or not the bracket is going to go live at some point. The bracket is a preview and subject to change until the tournament. Alright, so we're still good. We're still in the clear. We can still have it change here a little bit, but before it does... Alright, just start. Wait 1 sec. Alright, I mean... That's that funny guy, isn't it? Sushi is really trying to get a couple of people to sign up. I think he's okay. Seed. Alright, here we go. It's happening, guys. The bracket is gonna go live. So anyone who just saw the bracket, wipe that from your memory. It never existed. It's gone. It's gone now. It's not there anymore. You're gonna have to do it again. Zipper the Fly joined the tournament. Look at that, guys. Zipper the mother bloopy bloop fly. There's the bracket. I don't think it's there yet, but maybe it is going to be after 60 seconds when I say this. Alright, yeah, it actually is. Alright, that's really cool. It still says it's a preview, though. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but Zipper the Fly is in there now, so... it's good enough. Good enough for me. Zipper the Fly. I would love to see Potato Pleb and the Kyojin play. It's not a new figures. Yeah, they also got some new models, if that's what you mean. Some new models. I thought you were just talking about gameplay, because that's the important part, right? Everybody just plays on the lowest quality anyway. It doesn't matter too much. Kerrigan. Kerrigan's a Zerg now as well, by the way. No spoilers. I suppose that already kind of happens in StarCraft 1. No, maybe, perhaps. Anyway, it's not a spoiler for that long anyway. It kind of happens at the start of Wings of Liberty, right? It does, right? Doesn't it? I believe it does. Please tell me it does. If it doesn't, though... oh, then I balls up. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to try again, maybe some other time, and do it better. 2 Zergs are in this tournament. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Guys, we're most likely not gonna have... and they're gonna face each other as well. There's 2 Zergs in this single elimination tournament, and they're facing one another. Oh my dear lord. I don't even know. I think it's Firefox and the Zerg Lord. Alright, let me try to get a match. Let me try to find a match, guys. I need to hurry up. Cousin. Oh my god. Alright, no. Alright, snap. Snap. Noonie cat. Get me in there. I want Snap and no one cat. I want Snap and no one cats. People nobody knows. We're gonna explore some wild new up and coming StarCraft 2 players here. We could go into a cool match, right, with either Cuddle Bear and Justice Simon, or Vindicta and Exo Striker, or Firefox and the Zerg Lord, Insane and Kyojin, Zipper the Fly and Rodzin, all great matches. But we're gonna go into Snap XD and no one cat, because why not? Let me see if they are actually here. If I can get them. You know what? Surprise. Alright, yeah. You know what? I told them to surprise me, get me into a game without a caster. And, of course, I realized that alone itself probably will not be enough for people to actually invite me. So I told them I will report them if they don't invite me. Yes. Yes, right. I need to read some more stuff. Name of new units. The name of new units, that's a couple of them, honestly. We're just gonna go into the game, and then we're just gonna talk about any unit that we see. Vindicta better invite me for this. I swear, if he doesn't invite me as a surprise... I swear, man. We will no longer be friends. Okay, thanks, guys. I'm gonna go to CCA10 streamers and nobody talking to me. Thanks. Gonna go install game after. I blame Canuck. I blame Canuck. What's the CCA10 streamers? It's a 60-minute delay, boy. I can't. Well, I did have a chance to talk about the new. You go play now. I'm not gonna play right now. I'm waiting for the players to go into the lobby. In which they will play. Right now they are trying to find their opponents. And as soon as they find their opponents, they will go into a lobby. And as soon as they're in a lobby, they will invite me. And then we will get a game going. And as soon as the game's going, we're going to go into the game. And we're going to watch the game together. And I'm going to talk about the game like I am some sort of a analysis guru. Which I am, honestly. I truly am. The greatest of analysts. Ask Canuck. Canuck will verify that information. Right now we are looking at Vindicta because obviously Bibs is in the lobby of the Twitch chat and he would absolutely tear me a new one whenever I see him if we're not going to watch Vindicta at least one time. So you know what, might as well start with it, get it over with. And yeah. You know what, he always does great when I watch. He doesn't know. I think he gets nervous on camera. That's what happens. But you know what? He's capable of a great many things. He's playing against the Protoss though, so who knows. Can you hear this? That's a 6-minute delay, not 60. Did I say 60? I didn't mean 60. There's not a 60-minute delay, is there? I hope there isn't. I don't suppose there is. Anyway, Vindicta versus Exo Striker will be 60 seconds. Alright, well, I mean, if you want me to. It would be as if I could look into the future for 59 minutes. That's my superpower here. See the future for 59 minutes. Anyway, we're gonna jump into game number 1, and I already messed up a little bit here. I gave Vindicta 3 points, which is, well, first of all, incorrect, because he hasn't won any matches yet. And also, second of all, incorrect, because you can't get 3 victory points in a best of 3. It is not possible. Except if your opponent goes 2 points, I suppose. But then again, you will never see it, really, on the scoreboard. Will you? No, actually, I'm still wrong there. I still am wrong. You have 2 YouTube channels. Yeah, we have 2 YouTube channels. I have Really Kozan, which I don't really use. And then there is the Alpha X SC2 YouTube channel as well. There you go. Probably want to watch the Alpha X SC2 YouTube channel. If you want to watch more of me specifically, though, probably still watch over there and try to find me in between all the other casters that do stuff for Alpha X. I don't know exactly. Anyway, in the top left side of the map, let's start with the other one. In the bottom right side of the map, we have a yellow Protoss player. He is known as Exo Striker. Look at that. Beautifully well coordinated camera work on the left side here. In the top, we have the red Terran player from Alpha X. We have our hopes very high right now, and our spirits are high as well. He is Vindicta. Beautifully done, beautifully done. A big specimen all over his base to make sure people are completely aware that we are observing a base here. Is he gonna get the denial here? So these are probes, right? You might not recognize them, just in case you've only played StarCraft 1. This is, in fact, a StarCraft 2 probe. He is yellow, yes, this is true. He doesn't mean that he is a Korean, though. He's just, probably not. I don't think we have any Koreans, except for some Koreans that are living in America right now. Anyway. Skipping over all of that to avoid me getting in some weird territories, depending on race and stuff like that. We're seeing the probe getting shot down by a Reaper. A Reaper is this unit right here. He can jump up and down cliffs. He can shoot pretty much whatever he wants. Oh, and there's a pause. The pause is a thing you have in StarCraft 2. I'm not sure if you have this in StarCraft 1 as well. But if you don't, well, you're missing out on a great many of things, which is a lot of downtime in between games, where people are complaining about certain things and their cats are jumping up their laps or something. I don't know. Anyway, Exo Strike is like, let's continue. So are we all. Anyway, robotics facility on the way here for Exo Striker, getting his first Nexus up as well. The Reaper is going to try his best to figure out that there is in fact a Nexus. And there is in fact... Oh, he already figured this out. Alright, so he just wants to see that there is a Robo. And he does. So he feels very dandy in this situation. Absolutely lovely. Lovely stuff. Now he realizes kind of what tech route this Mr. Exo Striker is going down towards. He even keeps the Reaper alive. Look at that. Fantastic. This is something you do actually as a Protoss, right? If you've only played StarCraft 1, you might not know, but the Reaper can jump up and down cliffs, so you want to make a little bit of a wall so he doesn't just go around and kill your entire worker line, which is something that might happen if you're playing against Vindicta. Vindicta here trying to get this Adept. The Adept also a new unit, I believe. Yes, StarCraft 1 unit. This is very awkward for me, alright? I haven't played that much StarCraft 1, so... but anyway, he is a unit that can shoot pretty quickly, and he can throw out shades. The shade is kind of like a little thing, a little ghost guy that gives you vision. And then if you don't cancel it for a long time, the Adapt will actually just teleport. He will teleport. All right. What else? What else? The Stalker. You know Stalkers, right? Stalkers are kind of like the Dragoons of StarCraft 1, but then in StarCraft 2. They are basically zealots whose heads were chopped off and put into a four-legged tank that shoots space lasers out of his eyeballs for some reason. After that happens, there you go. Scans are... Is that something StarCraft 1 or 2 related? I don't know exactly. I'm really not sure. Siege tanks, I'm pretty sure, are StarCraft 1. Disruptors, probably not though. You don't see those very often, and you know what? We're gonna see a Speed War Prism combined with the Disruptor here to create a unique taste of killing every worker imaginable. It's moving across the map here. We hope for all the Alpha X fans, of course, that Vindicta will be paying attention for this. He does have a Raven. So the Raven could in fact use an ability which is called the Interference Matrix to kind of stop this War Prism from eating and pooping out units. I'm not sure if it happens though. Oh my dear Lord Vindicta! I mean, he had a really good reaction there, and then he felt like, you know what, maybe I should give him some units for free here. Maybe he just deserves it, this victory, more than I do. Maybe, you know what, he's trying really hard here. I should put some units in his Disruptor mouth hole and just let him devastate all my units here. I don't need them anyway. He doesn't need them anyway. That's what it comes down to. It was a power play. He never really wanted those units, in fact. And it's fine. It's fine and dandy anyway. Hope you all had a lovely New Year's Eve. We're looking at StarCraft 2 here together, you and me. At XLSC2. Twitch FM. Colossi will be the follow-up after this singular Disruptor in the War Prism. So really just a little bit of a harassment tool. Looks like he got 3 more works here somewhere. With, again, I'm gonna have to say the Disruptor here. Disruptor coming in one more time, but there's the missile turret and a couple of Marines now finally ensuring that nothing else will go down. But still though, 7 workers quite early on dead here by Mr. Exostriker. Not too shabby indeed. And he's still going with it as well. He never lost this unit. Please don't lose it now. Make me look smart. Yeah, he's still gaining value here. And I'm not gonna say this is the upper hand. Vindicta trying the same thing as well on the other side of the map with a single Marine. Unfortunately, he's not as capable. The YouTube, please, Canuck, please get him, help him there. This is why we need Canuck. I think Canuck already sent it over there. I'm not sure if you did see that one, SC Wire. Anyway, siege tanks are setting up a little bit of a defensive position here, but the Marines, you know what, they decide to throw themselves into the jaws of defeat here with those space lasers from the Colossi. Just wailing away at them. Oh my god, the Disruptor coming in from below, and it's gonna be the end of that push. Vindicta definitely in a lot of trouble now. Only being able to disable one of the Colossi here. And not having a siege tank set up there, unfortunately, in time. A little bit of a mismanagement there from Vindicta. Obviously, still has to wake up a little bit here. Still has to see Estrella play here. But you know what? He's still making some moves. Still getting this Liberator. The Liberator, in case you are not familiar. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so painful to watch. Exostriker doesn't even realize there's a he didn't even know. Like 4 shots went off into the whatever Pro was trying to grab into the assimilator. So the shot actually went completely whiffed there. That was a bit of a painful moment in time there for any Alpha X member. But you know what, Vindicta's coming in once again. This time around he is going to be able to get 2 more workers here. So in total, you know what, 8 workers killed. Not as quickly as Exo Striker killed the 7 workers though, but you know what? Still managing to get a little bit of harassment going here. Killing off the Stalker too, still having this Liberator alive. There we go, now he's getting some kills. Needs to get out of there though. A really good micro here. Have to commend him when it does go well, in fact, and it is going very well right now. He's even going to be able to kill off this Nexus, but is it going to matter because there's quite a big army? No, actually the army now moving backwards. Thinking, you know what, there's a handful of Marines that I can deal with a single warp in of all my gateways. But you know what, let's just move the entirety of my army backwards. Because, you know what, that is probably the way. That's the way. Alright, another command center coming down here. The War Prism lost his friend. Apparently they had to divorce the Disruptor, no longer a part of the War Prism here. I think it did get shot down at the moment when the stuff over here happens. I was laughing too hard at all those units dying and everything dying. I was crying, actually, I'll be fair. I'll be honest. Not really laughing, just very, very upset. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, Vindicta overall still 71 workers, 82 army supplies, still in this, still just needs to keep his pace going, still wants to kind of deny this 4th base for a little bit longer if he can, or even try to get some harassment going at some other site, which is what he's doing right now. There we go, 3 medevacs coming across here. He's going to set up this double-pronged harassment, right? He's setting up a attack on the left side, he's setting up the drop on the top right. And this is hopefully going to keep Exo Striker busy on his own base. And it looks like Vindicta might be able to get another cancel here if he hurries up and targets down the Nexus. He doesn't want to commit here, just wants to get the army out of position. And as the army's out of position, his drop comes into the natural base here. A recall is forced, and this might force the army on the left side back in again. But that was a very clean recall, splitting up his army just properly enough, so he's gonna have more than plenty forces on both of the sides here. Alright, Disruptors now also gonna be joined in with the Colossi, a deadly combination indeed. The Disruptors, they shoot out these massive giant balls that explode upon anything that is underneath. Absolutely devastating units, and as soon as they shoot, right, everything from the Terran just kind of wants to run away. And as they are running away, we can see that these ginormous giraffes are trying to, of course, spit on top of the Terran army as it's trying to gain some distance between them and, well, a very unfortunate ending to that story here. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way that the Protoss wants to deal with the Terran forces usually. Looks like he's setting up as well a little bit of a counter force here, killing off quite a couple of workers. There's some siege tanks shooting here, but I mean, a lot of workers going down actually. It's a good thing still though that he's not sending too much away there. Oh, there's the Disruptor Ball, and getting a couple of the units and losing his life for it as well. So you know what, Vindicta, I mean, we were joking earlier about his about everything he was doing, but now, hey, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's still going alright. It's going a bit better, isn't it? I just glanced at the worker count there, which is 55 versus 71. It's not optimal, I have to say, but you know what? His army supply is pretty baller. He has the opportunity to make something happen here. His siege tanks are in a good position. He's going to be able to deny this 5th base. But he would love to do a little bit more damage elsewhere as well, which is where these Marines come in. But unfortunately, there's just enough of the Zealots there as well to really beat that backwards. And here we see the Disruptor Balls forcing the Terran army backwards and making it very difficult to micro back in again as those Colossi just get free range. But you know what? Actually, the Colossi losing, and oh my dear lord, shooting his own units here with the Disruptor, and he just taps on out of there. The Colossi not microed backwards well enough, so, I mean, the Stalkers not shooting the... Alright, so these... Wait, we can't see it anymore, can we? Oh, well. Well played there by Vindicta. You're just gonna have to trust me. Vikings with the flying units, they shot the Colossus a bit and they died. And then the Starkers, they weren't in a good position to shoot the Vikings out of the sky to avoid that from happening. That's what happens. We explained Starkers. We never got to the point where we explained the Vikings, though, which is a little bit of a shame. But you know what? Well played there by Vindicta. Getting the first victory on the board here. And you know what? Making us all forget about that awful Liberator there at the start. Go EU. Alright, I'm gonna go EU. Because Vindicta told me so 5 minutes ago to do so. And now, I really hope he's on the account that I have on my friends list. And of course he is not. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, jeez Louise. Alright, let me see. Oh. There we go. I see him though. I see him. There it is. Alright, I'm in. I'm in, boys and girls. Your Protoss heart. Yeah, shoot your own units. You're like, alright, I want to shoot the Disruptor Ball outwards so that the rest of my forces can retreat. And then you grab your entire army and you're like, okay, run away. And you realize, oh my god, I grabbed the Disruptor Ball as well. And now the Disruptor Ball is on top of my own army and I'm going to kill myself. Alright. I guess that just happened. Anyway, we're going to go into game number 2. This is a best of 3, of course. A single elimination bracket as well. So Vindicta on point to kick Exo Striker out of the tournament here. Will it happen? I'm not quite sure. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, this game is going to showcase it for us. Now, in the top left here, we have the blue Terran player changing color. Just to confuse us a little bit here, guys, but I'm not falling for it. I realize that this is, in fact, the blue Terran this time around, not the red Terran anymore. He's still the same guy, though. Don't worry about it. That's where we're going to leave that introduction, just to make things a little bit more exciting. In the bottom right side, we have a yellow Protoss, and that's probably good enough for now. Alright, so let's take a look. Kerbin saying Vindicta is such a god, Puggers. Yeah, he was pretty good there. I mean, even, like, think about it, right? Just fixing a couple of those tiny things that we saw and just improving us ever so slightly with a couple of those things. How much better this guy's gonna get, right? How scarily much better this guy is gonna be, right? Just moving away his SCVs in time, right? He lost 7 SCVs pretty early on in that game. And his Liberator harassment kind of fell short there for a little bit, right? Imagine the outcome of that game if he had all of that going his way as well, right? How one-sided that would have been in the end there. Absolutely incredible. Anyway, Vindicta coming in with the SCV, making sure that nothing is being proxied across the map here as he realizes Exo Striker's chances of success are slowly whittling away. Because that early game was pretty darn good. What's up, Nostra Beefs? How's life? How you doing? Anyway, yeah, Vindicta definitely feeling like, you know what, he is in a driver's seat position here. Putting Exo Striker in the back seat, maybe even in the trunk, back in the car here for now. And it's never a really good feeling as a StarCraft Blue 2 player. StarCraft Blue player. It's just not where you want to be. Anyway, the probe does manage to see that there is a second base on the way, so he knows that there's no one base all in. Who does a one base all in this Terran anyway, right? It doesn't really happen that much. Unless if you proxy, perhaps, but other than that, it doesn't really happen. Because if you do a one base all in, why not just proxy it anyway, right? Am I right? I mean, it wouldn't make sense. It really wouldn't make sense. It's such a niche position where it would suddenly be okay or acceptable for you to do something like this. That Reaper's dead. That's a bit unfortunate. So he's not going to be able to scout out the Stargate. Oh, wait. You know what? He didn't even have to anymore. He already did. That's how good he is, guys. That is, in fact, how good he is. Didn't even have to get close to... Probably just missed it. Anyway. Yeah, so the Stargate is gonna add a couple of oracles here, it seems. A nice wall to keep the Adept Shade out from where Snows doesn't belong. Out from where the sun doesn't shine. The Terran Bottle, which is his main base. 2 Adepts now. Alright. Also, there was a Widowmine, right? Where is this Widowmine? Let's take a look. Where are you, Mr. Widowmine? So the Widowmine is trying his best to catch the Oracle, but the Oracle is coming in from the top right side here. So he isn't going to be in the best position to really catch the Widowmine shot in his face. But you know what? He's rotating around. Might still happen. It might still happen. Oh, that is rough. That is very rough indeed. That has got to be a happy little moment here for Vindicta. You saw how he was looking forward to that one. Immediately lifting up that Widowmine, replacing it somewhere else to make sure that the Protoss is in fact very confused here. Where is he going to move this guy to? Oh, we can see actually. We can see. That is quite something. That is quite somewhere else to place that bad boy. Alright, he's going to put it in the mineral patch of the 3rd base. Potentially, I would imagine he's going to put it here, right? To kind of deny the 3rd base for a little bit here. Perhaps kill a probe that way. Either that or he's going to have to put it over here. Somewhere over here. So when there's a big train of probes coming in, he's going to be able to one-shot those guys. Oh my god. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just barely not getting that one. And now blowing up on a single probe here. A bit unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. Anyway, what is up, everybody? Watching this in Liverpool FC and eating pizza right now. Not too bad for the moment. That seems pretty good, man. 2020, what a year. Hell yeah, man. That's one way to start it. We're seeing Phoenixes, guys. What in the world? There's 4 Phoenixes on the map. I mean, the Phoenixes, they are pretty good at intercepting medevacts, right? So if he wants to, like, intercept, I guess, Liberators too. So maybe it's kind of like a thing that he's doing to kind of answer the aggression that we saw from Vindicta previously, where he did take a little bit of Liberator damage. Right? Ooh, nice dropping of the Viking, ensuring that there's a little bit extra energy spent on those Phoenixes before managing to pick off that Viking here. The Widowmine also might be a victim, the next victim of these Phoenixes, but no, the Phoenixes decide to be merciful for now. Merciful overlords of the sky, flying backwards. And realizing they have bigger fish to catch, which is in fact a couple of SCVs. Losing one of their friends though. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Look at this. We have, you know what, only 45 workers right now. How does that look on the income graph? It's pretty much equal. Oh, and a third of the extra workers in... Oh, no, actually, never mind. It doesn't anymore. Let's put that away from now. Missile turret put up as well. Extra defense here. Getting those Phoenixes pretty low. As Vindicta's getting ready for a bit of an aggressive move out here, it would appear. Starting to position in the middle of the map with a couple of Widowmines and Marine Marauder Medevac pushing across. Perhaps we're going to see them intercepted by the Phoenixes. Now the Phoenixes flying on by, not catching those Widowmines out of position just yet. I mean, if those Widowmines would have been called out, that would have pretty much been it. Actually, trying to get all the Widowmines with those Phoenixes, sacrificing them. Not too bad, not too bad. Probably wanted to try and get the Phoenixes to fly over the infantry as well. But, yeah. Yeah, Canuck, that's just how good people have become, right? Phoenixes, they are lifting up the Vikings here. It's truly a sign for all the StarCraft 2 to come in the upcoming 2020. Look at this vision from Exostriker. Absolutely lovely. Although this this salad is moving away, making it a little bit less lovely. What are we? What was that? What was that? There was a Russian running into my house and grabbing the microphone there for a moment, guys. I apologize. I scooted him away, but I believe he was Russian anyway. I couldn't understand what he was saying, but yeah, definitely a little bit of a disturbance here. I hope he doesn't come up again. No. It seems like he doesn't want to say anything anymore. Anyway, Vindicta is trying his best to go unaware through into the main base, but the Observer does scout it out. Does Extra Striker realize it, though? Did he see on the minimap? It doesn't look like he did. And this might be a bit of trouble, right? As he is actually moving out here with a very, very scary army. Vindicta is making the move that he needs to, and forcing a massive depowerment, killing off a lot of probes here as well. Alright, in comes the counter-attack. Vindicta just needs to keep these SCVs alive, keep the base alive as well. That main base is looking awfully exposed still, though. Vindicta is trying to kill off all the pylons, making sure that nothing can produce anymore here. There's still a bit of production over here. Still needs to focus that one down. He has two Marine and Marauder over here as well, trying to keep the peace in this base. This is a bit of a weird fight, isn't it? That's a lot of Zealots and a lot of well, not much else. So yeah, the Vikings absolutely reigning supreme here, trying to ensure that those Colossi can't do too much. And look at that, more workers are going to go down. The army actually recalled into the wrong base here, I believe. So a bit more damage being taken here, as this Marine and Marauder are still trying their best to, you know what, New Year resolutions by these guys are that they want to put more work in for the Terran regime. But you know what, sometimes you can put too much food on your plate, and you know what, never mind. Looks like this is going to work out ultimately for this Marine, as long as Extra Strike is keeping this up here. Oh my god, the denial on that +2 attack, absolutely massive, as Extra Striker only has +1 right now. Depowerment happening once again. Look at that, even taking down a robotic spade. That Marine, you can do it, boy. Oh my god, he stopped smoking, he went to the gym more often, and look at what he's doing right now. He's killing off a Nexus, and never mind. Alright, he's dead. Was too late. Should have started in 2019, guys. That's when you would have killed the Nexus. Anyway. Third base now landed. That's a lot of Vikings. Alright, I want to see the overall army composition. There's only 2 Colossi, 12 Stogs and 19 Zealots. I really feel like Vindicta should be able to take this one pretty harshly, if he just kind of A-moves here. That being said, somehow, someway, even though he killed off 5 more workers than his opponents, Vindicta only on 47 workers here. Now, I realize that Protoss, of course, they can use that Chrono Boost to kind of increase their probe production. But, I mean, still, it feels like Vindicta should have a little bit more here. Alright, he's trying his best to move backwards, kite against the Zealots, and he's doing a really good job. Killed off the Colossi as well. And there it is, GG, good luck is called. Vindicta moves on into the next round, guys. Absolutely fantastic job there by our one and only Vindicta, the proud Terran player of Alpha X, the American/Mexican, and absolutely lovely. Well done there. Well done, Vindicta, good job. We're proud, very good, yes. The amount that Marine did, yeah, I mean, it was magnificent, wasn't it? It was truly something else. If only he started with his job in 2019, right? He probably would have gotten it done. Fortunately, though, he wasn't born yet, so he wasn't actually alive, which he was in 2020, obviously. Anyway. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what happens next. I guess we're gonna have to see the bracket here. Vindicta versus Cuddlebear is going to be my next one, I suppose. Is anyone opposed to Vindicta versus Cuddlebear? Is anyone opposed? Say it now. You got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, no. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. Alright. Where are they? Where are those sly sons of foxes? Also, by the way, as soon as you guys hear the message of me saying you got 3 seconds, Those 3 seconds have been gone for about 57 seconds already, so unfortunate for you. Lucky for me that I get to watch my 2 favorite Alpha X Terran players play, Vindicta and Cuddle Bear. Right, yeah, Vindicta versus Cuddle Bear. Never saying it was available for stream. I had to write that wrong. Really isn't. It is mine. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good time with, well, the short amount of StarCraft that we've had so far. Vindicta, an absolute beast, of course, as Kerwin is saying. We all know Kerwin is almost as much a beast as you are, my dude. I've seen you play. You're pretty darn good. You had a really good run. I forgot what tournament it was. Was it Kashinoko Cup? Was it WCS? Qualifiers somewhere? I don't remember exactly where. But I watched you play, man. You had quite a good run in that one single tournament at one time. I was impressed. I was impressed when I was watching at that time. Maybe you had better runs at other tournaments, but that one time I was watching, though, jeez Louise, that was great. That was truly something else. I might sound sarcastic here. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to be genuine. It's a curse. It's a curse. But apparently people find it funny sometimes. That helps a little bit. Anyway. The whole bracket today. Yeah, and the whole bracket is going to be played today. It's a single elimination, best of 3. And the whole bracket is going to be happening today. I'm going to lose my voice at the end of this. I'm going to have to go to the toilet at least 22 times as this is happening. For otherwise, I'm just going to, you know what, get a... Is that called a bladder infection? Infected bladder? One of those. Anyway. Oh, nice. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go to the toilet as they are doing the thingamajigs. With thingamajigs, I mean vetoes. So, be right back. Be right back, guys. 1 sec. Love you. 1 sec, please. And I am back. All I need now is my trusty headset and a lobby to join. A lobby has been joined, and a headset has been put upon my head. And we are ready to enjoy a good bunch of StarCraft 2, everybody. I hope you have your tea. I think I shouldn't do that persona anymore. And maybe I should. Yeah, I probably should. Anyway, should probably work on it a little bit. Game number 1 between Vindicta and Cuddlebear. Cuddlebear and Vindicta, two rivals of Alpha X, obviously. One of them is going to have to be kicked out of the tournament here. We have a team kill, guys. A team kill from the Alpha X 2 players. I can't believe we're already witnessing this happening in, well, the second match, really. I'm trying to keep the camera on me for as long as possible because I am obviously a camera hog. I cannot get rid of it. It's within me. I'm a diva, honestly. A StarCraft 2 diva. In the top left side, we have the green Terran player. He is Cuddlebear. His opponent, we saw him beat one single Protoss player, but this is going to be one hell of a mountain to climb. He's the red Terran player. He is Vindicta. Right, I mean, yeah. What can I say about these two guys? What can I say about these two guys? The 2 times that I've seen these two players fight, Cuddlebear won. Cuddlebear, I feel like his TVC is maybe a little bit less ambitious other than Vindicta's, which is causing Vindicta to kind of be a bit more capable in that matchup, I would believe. But TVT, oh my dear lord, Cuddlebear definitely, I feel like he has the number of Vindicta here. Canuck, good luck, have fun on the rest of this tournament. Enjoy the rest, y'all. Thank you so much, dude. I hope you still listen to this one little moment. I hope you set out 60 seconds in advance before you actually leave and you can hear me say, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for dropping by. Wishing you all the best. Have a good one, buddy. Not a hawk, maybe a little piglet. Thank you very much, Inch. Camera piglets, yes, yes. Just like the real piglets. And StarCraft 2 piglets. Thank you so much. That is all I want. Look at this proxy 2 Rex, by the way, as well, from Cuddlebear. Completely flipping out Vindicta. Vindicta is gonna send out a couple of SCVs here, probably, right? No? Is he? I don't think he is, but I mean, he also has a 2 Rex army. He should be pretty fine here. Oh, but the SCV scouts it out. Actually, it's not a 2 Rex, it's a Rex and a factory. So that kind of means that Cuddlebear, in a way, slightly kind of has the favorable build order here. Although Vindicta can get himself the expansion, it's kind of going to come down to micro here. As crazy as that sounds, yes, it is actually gonna come down to micro in a game of StarCraft 2. As we just witnessed, barely any being used there, unfortunately. Oh, that was something else. A camera poke, yes. All right, now we're talking. The camera poke. Alright, yeah, I mean... oh, those 2 Reapers, they got some wonky orders that they probably wish they didn't, they wouldn't have gotten. I was at Hellion also, kind of a similar boat here. That bunker's not gonna get finished in time. Gonna have a little bit of trouble here. The SCV definitely gonna go down, as do Reapers still. I mean, the Reaper, nice targeting that from Vindicta, but he still has the 1 Reaper and 2 Hellions to deal with. And nothing in this wall over here to really keep those Hellions out. Luckily though for him, Cuddlebear not really committing to anything here yet. And so, my dear lord, that Reaper just got turned into a little bit of a birthday present here. For Vindicta, New Year's present. I don't know if people do those things, but oh my dear lord. Cuddlebear, Reaper, once again being supreme here. As full work is going down in total. This command center completely delayed, and look at that. Cuddlebear just happily at home, macroing up, getting himself that expo. And that's why we see the you know what, the factory and the Reaper being a little bit more beneficial in that early game. Definitely a little bit stronger. As the Reaper just kind of gets countered by the Hellion. I love the double Rex opening though. I absolutely adore it because it still keeps you safe from proxy Rex, right? In a way, a proxy Reaper in a way as well, even. You do get a little bit of pressure on your opponent too. And if you stay safe with those 2 Reapers at the start, you can actually defend against those Hellions as well, right? As long as you utilize those cliff edges enough and the healing effect on the Reapers, you will be able to beat back any Hellion aggression. Of course, we saw Vindicta lose, unfortunately, the first 2 Reapers there. Which is why that didn't work. What's up, Axis? What's up, my friend? You're very welcome for casting. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure to cast. I'm going to be casting more. I'm going to be casting, actually, I don't know if you guys are interested in this one, but I'm going to be casting a beautiful show match, a best of 9 series between Cure and, well, you're never going to guess, but it's Solar. Cure and Solar are going to have a best of 9. I'm going to be there. I'm going to talk about it. And together, joining me is actually going to be the coach for great players such as Nerchio and Vindicta as well. Vindicta is getting coached by him as well. And a bunch of other players as well, which I'm not going to mention because I'm going to look ridiculous because I might say some of them wrong. But I believe they are very good other types of StarCraft 2 players that are of very high caliber. There you go. You're just going to have to make do with that one. Anyway, yeah, he's going to be joining me. He's probably going to be co-casting, hopefully. I might be making promises we can't fulfill. But you know what? That's me. That's me. Just continuous promises that I cannot fulfill. It's what gives me joy, honestly. The disappointment in other people's eyes as I let them down. Yes. Wait, what happens here? Jeez Louise. Looks like auto turrets? Yeah, it looks like auto turrets. And 7 dead SCVs. Alright, I mean, if it works, it works. I don't know how it worked, but it definitely did. 7 workers do bite the dust here. So I'm trying to make ridiculous comments about, I don't know, things that may or may not happen. That 3rd base for Cuddlebear also very, very much earlier on here. Look at just overall the supplies, right? The Kung Fu Cup. Oh my dear lord. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. Of today's Kung Fu Cup. Was that a best of 9 though? Was it the best of 9? Please tell me it wasn't. Yeah, we're doing it on Afrika TV / Alpha X SC2. I'm not sure if it, I believe it's like bj.afrika.tv / there you go. There you go. Thank you, Sushi. Please give them a link. Alpha Pro Series on Afrika. Yeah, there you go. I never mentioned it was Alpha Pro Series, but that's alright. It's okay. I'll let you do the important stuff, and I'll do the ridiculous stuff. So yeah, just look at the overall supplies here. 60 versus 44 in workers, 57 against 45 in armies. So yeah, Vindicta definitely has quite a challenge here. Needs to figure something out. Looks like that Raven went in again for a 2nd round. This time around, not getting as much value. I only found out about them over TL.net. Yeah, TL.net is a great site, isn't it? It is truly the mecca of esports. People say that is Seoul in Korea. It's not. It's TeamLiquid.net. That's the true mecca of esports. Especially with Liquipedia there as well. Come on, there's nothing that beats that. The final was the best of 5. Only a measly best of 5. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Best of 5. Who does that? It's ridiculous. A best of 5 finals. That's oh, it's so sad. It's so sad, man. Today we're also having a best of 5 finals, by the way. Right, I mean, Cuddlebear might just kill Vindicta here, by the way. Oh, no, actually, nice disables there on the tanks. Vindicta might be able to clean up. That's a lot of stuff, though. No, I think he's dead. Yeah, pretty sure he's dead. Yeah, no, that's not looking good. Oh, he's lifting up. He's going for it. Vindicta going for the fantasy play here. Fantasy football is a thing. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure how it works. But people tell me it's a thing. Oh, there we go. Vindicta, GG's. Not as much of a fantasy, but you know what, pretty close still. Very well there, played by Mr. Cuddlebear himself. One of the better Terran players, of course, that we have in Alpha X. And congratulations to him taking the first game in this best of 3 series. Which means Vindicta is going to have to step up his game here. He is probably the fan favorite overall, I have to say. Maybe that is just my prejudice, because I've seen him play a lot more often. And also he has the Mexican people following him around, you know. The Espanol crowd trying to cheer him on. The true mecca of StarCraft. Am I saying it wrong? F? I guess I am. I guess I am. The Mecca. Mecca? Mecca. Moko. Mecca. Meku. I don't know. Anyway, it's a great place. It's where Jesus was born of esports. Someone help me. Anyway, I'm just gonna go into here. Second game. There we go. Ta-la-la-la-la. Disrespect, SC2, welcome buddy. Cuddlebear, there we go. There's the fan favorite Cuddlebear emotes. I got that one too, man. Watch this. Cuddle. Wait, what's the emote called again? Alright, it's I'm Cuddlebear. I knew that. There we go. There we go. Okay, back into the game. Back into the game. Wait, I need to see this as well. Alright, now back into the game. Oh, back in. Well, let's just go into the game, because we've never really been in this game yet. Alright, in the top right. Oh my god, is this actually happening? Guys, don't look at the minimap. It's gonna spoil everything. Wait for my lovely enunciation of everything that is happening, alright? Don't look. Close your eyes. Just hold your hand over the edge of the minimap there. Don't look. Alright, in the top right we have a green Terran player. He's making a guess, but there's no barracks inside. He is Cuddlebear. Alright, in the bottom left we have a red Terran, accompanied by 2 green barracks here, and no barracks inside of his own. He is a Vindicta. Also, Cuddlebear is also being accompanied by 2 red barracks right next to his base. How does this happen? These guys are truly teammates, aren't they? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely bonkers. You know what? People say TVT is one of the better mirror matchups. Seeing this, I completely agree. There's nothing that beats this. I can't believe this is happening. How is this gonna unfold? How can you even win in this situation, right? What are the right choices here? How are you gonna be able to win this one? Is this gonna be a tie? Are they just... You got the score wrong again? I did. Yeah, I did. There we go. Shh, 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 shh. Shh, my precious. Shh. Shh. Alright. Yeah, do you just lift up your buildings after you lose all your SCVs? Is the person that has like 50 minerals in the bank going to win because they have enough money to make another SCV somewhere else in like a place where the Reapers can't find them? This is a lot of trouble, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It looks like Vindicta so far winning the race in SCV kills. Also making more Reapers, it would appear a little bit quicker here than Cuddlebear. Yeah, they're both losing all their SCVs though, that is for sure. I mean... How does this work? How does this work? I'm so confused. I am so confused. I've broken. How did Cuddlebear have that many more SCVs? He had 3 more SCVs here. So what happens now? Do they make Marines to shoot down the flying orbital? Cancel those Reaper. Do they have a Reaper versus Reaper battle? So that's what's gonna happen? The person who has the more Reapers wins? I mean, come on. How can you say this is dumb? How can you ever call this dumb? Are you not looking at the same game that I'm looking at? I mean, maybe if you're playing this situation, you're like, oh my god, this is horrible. Us watching this situation, this is just magnificent. I'm sorry, but this is some of the greatest stuff that I've ever seen. Look at it. Alright, let's look overall. Army counts. Army counts. It looks like Vindicta, in fact, gonna have one singular more Reaper on the map here. As Colbert is trying to land his command center on the other side. Ooh, Vindicta almost managing to get a little smidge of minerals in there. The kiss of a little mineral cluster there from a mule, but it wasn't meant to be. The mineral cluster got a little bit shy, and also a couple of Reaper shots in his face. There are the first Reapers now killing off 2 Marines here from Cuddlebear, giving the clear advantage here to Vindicta. I would say, as Vindicta still has 9 Reapers and 1 Marine versus 8 Reapers. It's gonna come down to this, guys. Can he get up that ramp without losing a single Reaper here? Ooh, he's coming. He is coming. He lost quite a bit of HP there. Might want to consider just a little bit of resting up those Reapers before trying again. He's gonna have to try and fly around here. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He needs to get up that ramp. I mean, he needs to break that ramp for somehow. He's gonna have to land that command center as well at one point. Because there's going to be more units here pretty soon from Cuddlebear. Ooh, there goes the first Reaper killed off. The second one as well for both of these players. Now, 7 Reapers versus 7 Reapers. There is still the Marine for Vindicta, but it's gonna... there's a Marine on the way as well for Cuddlebear. Now, Cuddlebear in a clear advantage. I like that Vindicta is keeping his orbital command on this ledge, so he can actually try to engage this. I don't like that he's shooting the barracks, though. I'm not sure if he's aware that there is, in fact, another barracks. And now the score equalizes once again. 7 Reapers versus 7 Reapers. And 1 Marine versus 1 Marine. As, you know what? I mean, Cuddlebear, he's mining. He's making SCVs. He's got SCVs now as well to tank, right? He can use those. Looks like Cuddlebear might have this one. As he was just a little bit quicker with lifting up that command center and flying it to a place where his Reapers could protect it. And now Vindicta is deciding, you know what, I might have to do the same thing. I think it's a little bit too late, and alright. Well, I mean, one misstep from Cuddlebear, and this could be pretty bad as well, right? I mean, he could just step off that ramp. With a right click accidentally and lose everything. I don't think he will, though, of course, because it's not that much else going on right now. But you know what, the pressure must be building up here a little bit. It's that one singular Reaper now. Ooh, I mean, killing off 1 Reaper would be pretty good for Vindicta, of course. Looks like more Reapers now being created here by Cuddlebear. Very smart, so going for those Reapers. And now also on the low ground, look at that concave on the anti-concave there from Vindicta. It was just in a line at that point. And, oh my dear lord. Mules and a refinery gonna get targeted down here. Those mines are, in fact, camouflaged on the grass. So very hard for Vindicta to spot out. Yeah, I feel like Vindicta, it looks like he is actually gonna get kicked out of the tournament here. As the Reaper count for Cuddlebear is just growing and growing in size. We need to see the greatest Reaper micro here from Vindicta in all of his career to get himself out of this one. Alright, 8 Reapers versus 7. But, I mean, 2 more Reapers about to pop out. And then Cuddlebear once again taking the lead in the Reaper counts. Especially with those added Marines as well, of course. Mine's not too bad. Needs to keep this barracks alive. Does Vindicta. This has to be it, right? One small miss micro from either of these players and it can go incredibly balls to the walls here. Very, very quickly. As both these players just posturing, trying their best to stay in a dominant position here. Couple of Marines. For Cuddlebear really walking the line there. They do not have the regen that those Reapers have. 11 Reapers versus 8 now. Still 2 Reapers at a time are being produced here. Vindicta is going to be able to produce 2 at a time as well now, though. Oh, look at that. Maneuvering around into the mineral line. Making life very difficult for Vindicta. He's even trying his best. Is Vindicta again going to go into the main base here of Cuddlebear? The Marines are waiting for him. He should be able to take those down quite easily. And yes, he is. That's exactly what he's doing now. He has the upper high ground here. Making life difficult for Cuddlebear. But Cuddlebear, what is the overall Reaper count? 13 versus 9. You should be able to have this, right? Unless if he eats all the, you know what, all of the Reaper mines here, he should be able to maintain this foothold here and go back up onto the high ground, I would assume. Or maybe it's a little bit rougher to estimate the entirety of the Reaper numbers, of course. Oh my god, Vindicta going for it, killing off a Reaper here immediately, killing off another one. Vindicta coming back with a little bit here. Oh, needs to keep those Reapers alive though. And no, that was a bit of a overextension from Vindicta. And he's gonna have to tap out. There it is. GG is called. What a ridiculous game was that, guys. What in the world did we just witness? That was something else. that was once in a lifetime, honestly. I hope, at least. Between these two players, maybe. That was a very weird one. How often do you find yourself in that situation where you're just like, do I start mining here? Do I just take over my opponent's main base because my Reapers are already up on the high ground? I guess so. Yeah. I guess so. Apparently, Vindicta, I mean, I like the decision overall, right? To kind of try to keep that high ground vision so he might be able to get in there. But, very unfortunate not being able to do so. Not being able to finish that one off. We saw a nice little attempt to run by and pick off a couple of Reapers. It was a good start overall, but yeah. Unlucky. Unlucky. That means we're gonna have to find someone else to follow around. Let's just talk to Cuddlebear here. Whatever next match he will be playing, it's gonna have to wait for a little while longer. Because apparently we have to wait for Massa and Snap. And Massa and Snap, then we'll have to wait for Zerglord. And whoever is victorious between Snap and Massa, who knows? Who knows who will win that one, right, guys? Who knows? Who knows who will win between Snap and Massa? I don't know. Could be anyone. Could be anyone. Let's make that one exciting. And then the Zerglord versus Massa. Anyone. Anyone's game at that point. Wait. Wow. There's even... above the bracket, it seems like there's a little Twitch icon above Insane and Sipper the Fly. How do I do that for myself? Massa just started his round of 16. I see. Alright, so we're a little bit delayed here, I guess, because of that. Let's wait for Massa then. Let's see. We might have to wait a little bit here, guys, before we get another game in. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but... trying to figure it out, guys. Hasn't start. What? Salvador is messaging me. Hasn't start. Hasn't start? Could be. Could be that. Could be that. Alright, never mind. We're going into Art versus Asuna. Art versus Asuna. We're gonna do that one instead, so I have something to talk about. I was getting a little bit awkward there, I suppose. I admit it. I should have a bit of a better AFK screen with stuff happening, and you know what? I probably do. I could have just gone. I could have done this. But yeah, I didn't. I really didn't, did I? I'm too lazy for it, honestly. I'd rather have you look at my face awkwardly as I try to solve what type of game we're going into. You know why? You know why? Because this... it delays that process, doesn't it? It delays it. I need to press a button on the keyboard to make that happen, guys. You might not realize, but it's actually an action in front of the other actions that I have to take. I know the overall production value does go up quite a bit because of it, but it takes a lot longer before we have a game. Overall, usually. Anyway, doesn't matter too much. Right now we have, I believe, game number 3 out of 6. Let's just say that, alright? It's it's tied up right now. After 3 games, and now we're back into a regular best of 3 again. We have in the top right side of the map a pink Protoss player. He is from Poland. He is Art. The pink Polish Protoss. The Phenom. The mastermind. He is an absolute beast of a player. And he's playing right now against the purple Protoss from Asuna. I'm not sure where Asuna is from. You know why? Because I am a idiot. Also a goofball. One of those. Goofiots. That's what they call me. Anyway. I'm surprised to let me cast here. 2 gas for Art. 2 gas for Asuna. Look at that. Fancy stuff. Fancy stuff. 2 gateways. Yes, yes. 2 gateways here too. Yes, yes. And Art checking for proxies. You know, this might be... no, actually, it is a proxy checking probe. Is it? It's gonna stop here. It's going for a proxy. It's doing it. It's making it happen. And on the mirrored side of the map, we have another proxy. Alright. Now, I swear, if they're both gonna make Reapers here and kill the entire mineral line somehow, some way, I'm gonna lose my mind. And then if they manage to switch base positions here again, once more in this mirror matchup, which is a PvP instead of a TvT, I'm gonna lose my badonkadonks. Stargate, please, please let it be a Stargate. Oh my god, for the love of God, yes! Ha ha ha! Alright, here we go, here we go. Okay, 2 oracles are gonna come in. There's some adepts as well, adepts from this side. What on this side? What do we have on this side? We don't have game hearts activated. It's gonna be Stalkers, right? Stalkers. Stalkers for Art. Adepts for Asuna. Stalkers are like the scissors to the paper, which are adepts. So, you know what? It's a good start. It's a good start so far. Of course, you know what? Those adepts still, though, that little paper can still wiggle its way into the outskirts of the scissors. Where the scissors, they aren't as able to, you know what, like the overall, the bolt keeping the 2 bits of scissors together might have loosened a little bit, right? And then that means that the scissors, they don't really cut anymore on the outskirts. And that's something we might see here happen. We don't though, so the adepts absolutely thwarted here. But you know what? They're both gonna use rock pretty soon, yeah, in the shape of those oracles coming in, and that's gonna, you know what, be thwarted by the paper, which is the Stalkers in this time now, and also the shield battery. The shield battery and the Stalkers are both paper against the oracle. It's a very weird game, guys. I do admit, but You know what? It makes sense if you just, you know what, give it a chance, alright? If you just give it a chance, it starts making sense. Robo on the way now for Arts. That's one deviation. The Twilight Council for Asuna. It's the Oracle for Art is attempting to do another run by. It's a base that doesn't have any workers yet. Did we just see him losing a pylon there? We may have. No, actually. Right, so far 6 workers killed for Arts and 3 workers killed for Asuna. So you know what? Advantage so far towards Arts. And now, oh my god, those adepts actually targeted down the Nexus there for a moment. I say down, they just kind of targeted, not really down in any sense of the word. So yeah, the adepts finally dealt with here. As soon as it's gonna go into the Twilight Council Blink upgrade, and Art just looking for some relaxation time with its robotics facility. The safe play going for the observers, wants to figure out what is happening, of course, and now gonna make Immortals. Immortals, always the answer against Blink Stalkers, unless if the Blink Stalkers blink on top of the Immortals and just kill them. It's like a hybrid between paper and rock, and the opponent's having a hybrid between rock and scissors in a way, depending on the amount of units you have. And then your control decides whether it is a rock or it is a scissors, or the other way around for your opponents. Anyway, I hope you all are appreciating the rock, paper, scissors analogies I'm throwing out here. So yeah, more units not really dying here because of shield batteries. Great units, in fact, of course. There we go, a couple of probes going down. 3 more probes, in fact, all of them on the gas as well. So a little bit missed the gas timing there as well. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Well done, Arts. In total, now 12 workers killed. Art, well, we said it at the start of the game, absolute beast of a player of the Alpha X roster. I do believe, in fact, that he is on par with Estrella, one of the players that everybody loves to watch from Alpha X, of course. One of the more famous Alpha X players. I feel like they should invite Art onto the Pylon show as well. I think that would be a lot more interesting. Honestly, no offense, Estrella. I just think having this Polish man on the Pylon show would be just amazing. Trying to see his PC, make use of his bandwidth, trying to have his webcam being transmitted here. Not really doing it though, of course, at any sense of the way. It takes him a really long time to do anything with his PC. That's a joke here. When he's playing these types of tournaments, we're going to be seeing it pretty soon here if we do switch server sites. I'm not sure. We might though, actually. Yeah, probably, right? Probably going to switch to the EU after this game. You're going to get a glimpse of the PC power that Art does have. And then when he comes online, he also types in the chat, he's like, please don't invite me yet, or else I'm gonna have to restart my game again, because it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash the game if you invite him too early. And then he has to redo everything again. Or something like that, I believe. And then he needs to tell you, you know what, alright, I'm good now, please invite me now. And that's when you can invite him into the game. Because this PC is not up to snuff, really. More kills though. I mean, his StarCraft 2 game is bloody well on point. Absolutely lovely. Look at that. Killing off workers, killing off probes, just continuously throughout the game. 23 workers killed. Guys, come on. It's not something you really can do in any sense of the way at any time. Unless if you are Art, of course. Just doesn't happen. And now he has 49 army supply versus 28, and he has pretty much the counter as well. 3 immortals with a bunch of stalkers versus just a bunch of stalkers. I hate to say it, Asuna, but you know what? It's not looking good for you. I love to say that, actually. Do that with when I'm doing the Viper thing, what that Trump does in The Apprentice with his hand, you know. where he says people are fired. That's what I do when I say tell Asuna that he's lost the game here. You know, Art, he's quite merciful here, I have to say. Sacrificing a couple of Stalkers for the greater good, which is, of course, Asuna's self-respect. Coming back into this third base here, having a couple of High Templar trying to make a Archon as well. It's not completely necessary to make the Archon right now. Not that many Zealots in the army of Asuna. Most of the Stalkers still gonna do alright against those, of course, but Immortals just a little bit of a better choice here, I would say. Still good though to have the Immortals or the Archons as well mixed in, just to make sure. A bit premature on that Guardian Shields here. Bit unfortunate. I want to consider disabling it as soon as possible, and that's exactly what he does. He does have the Warp Prism here as well, and oh, a little bit of a missed micro movements here from Art. Not realizing this is coming in, and the Archons, the Zealots. I mean, that's just, look at that army supply, just melting away. Asuna jumping on top of the Immortals, but not realizing that, in fact, Art had that many Zealots there as well. And those Stalkers absolutely obliterated. Now, Asuna trying to scramble up some sort of a force, making 2 more Archons, 5 Zealots, but he's facing against an army of 19 Zealots, 2 Archons, 2 Immortals as well, and 5 Stalkers are there. Look at that. Even a couple of hallucinated Archons here to beef up this force, making it more difficult for that AoE damage to do optimal damage against actual attacking units here. And yeah, that should be it. GG is called. Asuna losing his first game here versus Art. Art,
nuclear missile
absolutely
ready.
Beautifully played there. Well done, Mr. Art. You know what? I realized, I'm not sure if this is a thing, but this sweater, it has a very wide armpit, right? For some reason. It's like... And then the rest of the sleeve isn't that wide, but then this bit over here, it's extremely wide. It's almost as if I could have my thigh, my actual leg, go through this bit of the sweater, and then I don't know. For those people that missed it, it's a homemade sweater from my mother, so I adore her for it, but it's a... You know what? That's the one thing that doesn't work out for me. It's this bit over here that looks weird to me. You see, this is just all empty. I don't know. All right. Anyway, we're gonna be switching server sides probably. Yes, we are. Right, switching servers to Europe. Giving Art even more of an advantage here. Because, you know what, why the hell not? Now, as you can see, I just logged over to Europe in a brief second. As you saw on that screen right over there. Right? Art probably did it a lot sooner than I did. And he's nowhere to be seen yet. So... You know what, these are the moments actually which makes us appreciate him, because it does make me make sure that let me start it over. It does give me the opportunity to talk about the Matcherino page. The Matcherino page is an absolutely lovely place for you to not spend any money and improve the overall prize pool for the tournament. So yeah, if you want to help us out, definitely type in the chat !bracket, no, not bracket, well, you could do that too if you want to, but it's !Matcherino, and I already messed this up, but you know what, we're doing it anyway. Matcherino, it's a great place where you can just grab the code, fill in the code on the website, and there you will be able to you know what, spend a little bit of your time to get a little bit of free money into the pockets of pro players. Or, yeah, pro players. Anyway. Who knows who's gonna win this one, right? It might be Snap. It might be Snap. Who knows? Snap a pro player as well? I might just made a horrible mistake, and who knows? Maybe he will win, actually. Maybe he's just a player I've never heard of, and I'm just an idiot. Which I am as well, of course. I'm not denying that. Anyway, Koba, thank you so much for saying hi-oh. What's up, buddy? What's up? We're waiting for Art to switch servers. It always takes a time, a little bit of a moment, because his PC is absolutely made out of not even wood. That's too common. It's made out of dirt. It's made out of literal dirt. Dirt and saliva, keeping it all together. I hope he doesn't find that insulting too. Probably not. Right? Would he? Why would he? I wouldn't. Would I? Is Bibs still here? Bibs, I need your help, buddy. Bibs, could you... Do you want to go on a voice chat with me and talk about the games together? Is Bibs still here? Bibs is probably the best StarCraft 2 player we have in chat, of course. If you don't know Bibs, you probably should. What is this free money? What is this free money, you ask? Free money is basically you go to the website, you grab that code, Koba_SC. Is that actually the code, Koba_SC? I guess it is. You know what? I haven't done it myself. Let me see. I'm absolutely lovely. I'm not an idiot. I think I am, mate. I think I am. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest there. Come on, mate. We gotta clear our minds here. You know what? Absolve our egos and just admit it to ourselves. We're all idiots. I don't think this is the code. Oh, right. No, that's your name. Why would I think that's the code? Koba. Okay, yeah, no, it's AXCOM 19. That makes a lot more sense. Although it should have been AXCOM 20, right? Because it's the 2020 tournament. But it's competition 19, so you know what? We're gonna roll with that. Let's see if Art is already on the server. He is not. Alright. Makes me feel better about myself. XCOM, there you go. That's the code. Koba_SC. You should have been the code, to be fair. Let's be real. Let's be real here, Koba. That's a good name. That's a good name. I thought like, oh, it might be like some sort of I don't know, nickname for Velvador, the moderator, who calls himself Koba on some websites, and he's like, you know what? Let's just make the code my name. He's like Alright, anyway. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good time. I'm Really Kozen. You can find me at Really Kozen, Twitch and Twitter. We're going to be doing more streams as well this Sunday. You're going to be seeing me a little bit more so on a, well, probably more educational stream. Which is going to be Cure versus Solar. And I'm going to be joined by somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about as well, which is, in fact, the coach. You know what, I'm just going to promote this like mad, so he has no way of backing out anymore. He is, in fact, the coach of all sorts of wonderful players, such as Nurchio, Elazer, Sol, Vindicta, and Cuddle Bear. So, I mean, if you want to hang out there, he's a coach to both Terran and Zerg. Some of the most highest of calibers of the US and EU scenes. So yeah, come check it out. He's going to be there. He's going to be teaching me things. I'm just going to be asking continuously, so I actually know what I'm talking about. A couple of other games, maybe, perhaps. Maybe gain some of the insights that he's actually giving me. It would be absolutely lovely. If he doesn't, you know what, I understand. Can't carry the Kozen too hard. Where is Art? Where is he? This is taking too long. I honestly feel like this time around his PC just caught fire. He's fixing his PC. It actually did caught fire. Alright, anyway, so yeah. Maturino, it's a great place. It's a great place for you to spend a little bit of time and spend free money. Guys, how many times do you get the chance, the opportunity to spend free money? Somebody else's money. Somebody else's money to actually go into the pockets of pro players. StarCraft 2 players as well. Just to add to the pocket of list of reasons of why you should actually do this. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I don't know where this money is coming from. People have asked, and the response usually was just regularly, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And that's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing, and that's what you should be doing as well. I mean, as long as it works, right, we're just going to keep heading into this trajectory. I don't think we're going to be sued at some point. Maybe we will, ultimately, if you fill in too many codes. But there's always a limit on codes on every event, so you know what, you're not probably going to walk into that problem pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, if it works, and we should make use of it. I think the game started again. Art finally fixed his PC, he switched servers, but that's kind of an indicator. You know what, I'm surprised at how well StarCraft 2 runs for this guy when it takes this long to load up, right? That's a bit miraculous, right? That kind of is a... It's kind of a... I don't know how to say this, but really... Just a token of admiration should be given to StarCraft 2 for being so well optimized after having booted up, right? How well and cleanly it plays, actually. For someone with such a shitty PC to still be able to play this game at such a high level, right? I mean, that's admirable for a game. Right? That's pretty impressive. Anyway, let's introduce him last because that just feels correct to me. In the bottom right side, we have a purple Protoss. He is Asuna. In the top left, we have the pink Polish Protoss from Alpha X. The light in the darkness is Arts. Ah, shit, here we go again. Destroyer 1, what's up, my friend? Where are we going to? We're going to the toilet, right, for the shit? Is that what, It's my favorite place, my friend. My favorite place. Anyway, both these players getting the gas. Look at that, 2 gas, 2 gateways. 2 gas, 2 gateways. Cybernetic scores also in the making. Together with a little probesy boy. Trying to figure out what is happening. Let me tell you, little proby boy. There's 2 gas. Haha. And there's 2 gateways. Followed by a cybernetic score. It's crazy. Of course, this probe is also here to really figure out what is coming afterwards. Other than that. Which I wouldn't know either. Honestly, I'm a big fan of the Blink Stalker play. I think Blink Stalkers are really a cool trick to do here. We're seeing Asuna do the double Stalker. On the other side, we see Art going for the Sentry and the Stalker. The Sentry a little bit more gas intensive, so that's going to mean Art's going to have a little bit of a delayed attack route. Actually, no, he's going to get an attack pretty soon. Maybe that is because he has more units mining gas. Yes, in fact, he does. So mitigating that extra gas by having more units in the gas and then still getting his robotic facility a lot quicker. Of course, those 2 Stalks are going to be able to beat a Stalker and a Sentry, but again, a Sentry is very good at scouting stuff and maybe just doing a little bit of force wielding. Hey dude, how goes the Alpha X? It goes alright. It goes pretty fine. You know, we're just doing our thing. We're just living our life as StarCraft 2 enthusiasts, and yeah, not much to complain about, honestly. 2 Stalkers do not beat, in fact, 2 Stalkers and 2 Sentries. You might think they do, right? Just because one of the players does have Sentries, so he should lose, but no, not in this case. Not in this case. Now he does, though. 4 Stalkers, that's more than enough. The Hallucinated Phoenix, though, definitely putting in some work here, seeing that there is, in fact, a expansion there, but other than that, Definitely making life difficult here for Art. Art, though, with the gateway warp in, will be able to kind of mitigate the disadvantage here. I suppose he's just going to use the Immortal instead and warp into sentries. He's really adding a lot of sentries here. Oh my god, that's a lot of Stalkers. In fact, they're jumping on top of the Immortal. The Immortal trying to run backwards here. Immediately picked off, and only sentries now remaining with one very weak Stalker right now. Sentry power! Actually doing alright here. Oh my god, please let there be Sentry, Warp Prism Micro. Please! Please let it be a thing. Arts, here we go. Okay, there we go. There it is. Picked up 2. Want to see it a little bit more? Come on, pick it up just as the shots get fired. Oh my god, there it is. Yes! Yes! The ultimate Protoss. He has it all. He has Sentries and Warp Prism Micro. He's in a lot of trouble still, though. Losing a lot of these sentries. As soon as just punishing the overwhelming force of sentries that were made in this situation. But just making a lot of Stalkers. I believe it is something that Estrella kind of is responsible for, perhaps. Getting this many sentries out in the early game. Now, one of your players destroy... oh, wait, Denatories. So I thought I'd pop in, see what Alpha X is about. Well, we host a lot of tournaments. We host a lot of the show matches. And, yeah, a lot of cool stuff overall. A lot of StarCraft 2. I'm Kozan. I'm one of the casters here. We also have the GSL Bolt guy, actually, on our roster of casters. But unfortunately, of course, as we've all known, he's kind of been on the sidelines for a while now. He said he's going to be casting upcoming for a little bit here on the ESL again. Potentially I'll be joining him, perhaps. I don't want to make any promises, but perhaps, maybe. Anyway, Arts, are you okay? I think he's okay, right? Yeah, it looks okay. 3 Immortals should kill like 20 Stalkers anyway, so yeah, perfectly fine here for Arts. 2 more Zealots, so that could be a problem. No, it's not. Also, we have another tournament, well, not tournament, we have a show match coming up on this Sunday, which will be a best of 9 series between Solar and Cure. Yes, you heard it correctly. Solar and Cure will be fighting off in this show match series. It's not going to be on this Twitch channel. It will, in fact, be on our Afrika TV channel, because they love to sponsor those types of things. And we love to give our players actual money. So... there you go. So that's going to be on our Afrika TV channel. If you want to know what the channel is, just ask Sushi in chat. Just tag him a bunch until he answers. I'm sure he's still here. Might need a little bit of poking, but ultimately he will answer you. He's going to be so happy I just told everybody not to do that. Anyway, thanks for joining in, dude. Art is one of our star players, really. One of the better ones, Asuna. I mean, he's putting the hurt on, but Art's still managing to hang on in there. He's getting the Adept Glaive upgrade too, so I think he's just going to try to go for a big 2-base attack here. Doesn't really want to go into the long game after losing the initial probe, actually. I thought I wanted to say probes, but it's just a single probe. After losing the single probe here, he doesn't want to stay too long in this game, where he feels he has gotten quite far behind now. Now, as soon as it looks like he is going to attempt to go for a 3rd base, but it does appear like Art's, like to me it feels like Art is expecting to have a 3rd base there already, or a 3rd base already being there. Why is he moving backwards? What in the world is happening here? Are you not going to go for the all-in? I mean, it's good. You're going to catch this probe? Are you? Nope. Nope, just barely out of vision. Observer, just barely not scouting that army. Jeez Louise, so many close calls here so far. Probe, alright, there's finally a probe being scouted out here. That's a lot of Zealots. Yeah, those Adepts are going to do pretty well against those Zealots though, but the Archons are going to do well against the Adepts, the Immortals here. One of them trying to run away into the shield battery just in the nick of time. But they can only heal one of those Immortals at a time, and you know what? Just splits him up a little bit here. The Adepts, shield battery completely out of energy. 2 Immortals into the main base, though, being able to depower 2 of those gateways. Very well done, getting out of there as well. At the same time, that 3rd base did get constructed, though. And once they put a hurt on that one, there we go. Maybe pick off another Stalker here or two. Yeah, sure, there you go. Odds. Again, being able to pick up 3 Stalkers, in fact, with those Immortals. And he's not done yet. Look at that. Maybe he is done, actually. Maybe you should leave here. Odds. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Mr. Probe Killing Machine is on the way again. Mr. Rambo Immortal Man coming in. Coming through, guys. The Polish Rambo is on the case. He's got it. Don't worry about it. He's just gonna juggle these Immortals until you die. He's just gonna kill everything you have with 2 Immortals and a War Prism. Don't worry about it. It happens to everyone. Oh, it's gonna get close. Oh my god, it gets shot down. What a shame. Adepts in the main base, though, or the natural, I should say. Adepts shaded in. Oh, the final. In the nick of time. All the Adepts. This could be good too. We want to get as many probes as possible here. Let's take a look. 28 probes being killed so far. So a heck of a lot better than a single probe kill. Which, I mean, Asuna, to be fair, let's be honest here. Let's give him props where they are due. He managed to double that probe kill that he did manage to achieve here, but fortunately now he is fighting against Art, who is a little bit ahead on those worker counts, also on the army counts, and he has disruptors too, so he's ahead in worker count, army count, and technology overall. Not too bad, not too bad. I play with Lost in translation, so just nice to see what other teams are doing as well. Very cool, man, very cool. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Even though I just ignored you for a really long time because I got very hyped about what Art is doing. Stuff like this kind of makes me unhyped though. Oh, the Dark Templar going completely unaware right now. For now, nothing here of a reaction whatsoever from Asuna. Just taking damage, eating it from those Dark Templar. Needs to get out of here. Nothing he can do. GG is called. Jeez Louise. Art, he's still here. He's still hanging out with those Adepts as well. Killing more workers. What a game. What a gamer, boy. Come on, guys. Give it up for Art. What a man. Being able to beat his opponent there 2-0. Making it look easy. Easy for this man. This Protoss Phenom. Absolutely amazing. And, yeah, we're going to go into another game. Let's see what we're going to be able to get here. I did get a message. Oh, okay, with your match. I think so, yeah. I think that was okay. I think it was okay. Anyway, guys, remember, for God's sake, almost, come on, we need to do the Matcherino code. Guys, there's a little bit of downtime here. We're waiting for the next match. Let's, I can't have more than 200 friends. My friend list is full. I can't accept Art right now. Anyway, yeah, we need to have more Matcherino codes, guys. I mean, I love you guys. I think you're great people watching StarCraft 2. I very much appreciate it. But, I mean, that Matcherino code, though. That Matcherino code. Yeah, you gotta type bracket. It's a full-on thing. I know. People, there you go. Alright, you figured it out on your own. Congratulations. You're smarter than the other person I just talked to about this. Anyway. No offense, other person. First of all, that I forgot your name. And second of all, that I said that was smarter. Well, that was Art. Yes, yes. The Art memes. Okay, so brackets. Oh, god darn it. Alright, we're gonna watch Art versus Zipper the Fly. That is gonna be pretty good. That is gonna be pretty pog. Art versus Zipper the Fly. Zipper the Fly has been on pretty fire right now lately. He's been playing hard to get killed in StarCraft 2. Such a bad joke. Anyway, we're gonna have to wait 2 hours before Art actually switches servers again. But yeah, seems okay. Seems alright. Seems doable. Gives us a little bit of time to talk about that Matcherino code. I mean, the Mecherino, I realized you guys are loving the bracket command, but the Mecherino commando, oh my god, that is where it's at. That's the stuff, the magnifique command of the overall command channel. It's absolutely amazing what it does. Basically, if you go to that website and you add the code AXCOM19, which stands for Alpha X Competition 19, but then it shortens to, you know what, save you a little bit of time of typing AXCOM 19, you will be able to add 50 cents to the prize pool. 50 cents to the prize pool. It might not seem like a lot, right? But if we all do it, it adds quite a bit. And you know what, if you don't want to add money like that to the prize pool, of course, there's also all sorts of other stuff. You can buy hoodies, you can buy a hat. It's a lovely thing, right? A hat, an Alpha X hat. Replay packs, coaching, all sorts of lovely stuff. There's even a caster tip jar. So if you think, you know what, this guy is really trying too hard, maybe you can make me shut up if you tip above 100 in there. I'll shut up for 5 minutes. And we'll I'm not gonna do that. There's no amount of money that can make me shut up. Yes. Wait. Anyway, yeah. Go check it out, guys. Add the Mecherino code. I would appreciate it. And you won my appreciation, right? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. We're gonna watch Zipper the Fly. TVP is on the way, guys. We're gonna be watching TVP. We're just waiting for Zipper the Fly and wait, Zipper the Fly is also EU, right? I think I'm on the wrong server. I think I switched without a reason to. Hope I'm still in time here. Oh boy. Alright, I need to throw someone off my friends list right now. Oh my god, who is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh my god, quickly. Make a decision. Make a decision. Alright, there you go. You're out. You're out of here. Quick, quick. Get Arts. Oh, I'm in. I made it. I made it. Alright. It's making life difficult for me. We are gonna have to do a little bit of a name tag Reno for this man. Zipper the Fly, of course. Because of... You know what? He has to be on Jupiter, man. It's a man of many great names, honestly. Too many great names to mention. But that is alright. I got it covered. I can do this. And then I can do this. Sorry that everything is bugged. It's not Zipper the Fly. Sorry everything is not moving right now, but it will do in a moment. There you go. So, starting things off in the bottom right side of the map, we have a red Terran player. He is Zipper the Fly. In the top left, we have the pink Protoss. The Alpha X member, he is Art. Some people are Estrella fans, some people are Vindicta fans. Well, they haven't met Art yet. Some people are other people fans as well. Don't worry about it. Other people, you also have fans, but they haven't met Art yet. Is a great player, capable of beating Korean Terrans, or maybe B-list Korean Terrans. I should add on the little notes. But you know what? He is getting better and better every day. He's improving. Every time I watch him, he pretty well impresses me. Even as though I am a Terran player myself and he is playing Protoss, every time I see this man play, I'm like, oh my dear lord, what in the world is possessing this man? There is some sort of a StarCraft 2 demon inside of his soul that is just slowly eating him away, and he might go to hell ultimately for playing StarCraft 2 this well, but you know what, he's definitely giving a show as he's going forwards. Zipper the Fly though, I mean, not somebody to walk over here, still a pretty damn impressive player. He is, he's making Marauders. He's making 2 Marauders at the same time. He's not making a Concussive Shell yet. Oh, please, Mr. Probe, check for the tech lab. Oh, he didn't really check. So I'm assuming that he's expecting Reapers here, right? So he's expecting Reapers, which is, of course, you know what? The answer to Reapers is Stalkers. He's making Stalkers. Stalkers are not probably the best way to do this. Some people are just fans. Yeah, screw those people, right? Screw those people. Yeah, these Marauders might do quite a bit of damage here. A bunker is being thrown down right in front, and now Zipper is putting quite a lot of pain here on top of Art. Art, though, already having a Immortal on the way. I would love to see Chrono being utilized there as well. And there it is. And killing off the SCV as well immediately. Beautifully targeted it down. And shield battery also being created here. So not really losing too much so far. Tanking the damage on the Adept as well. Look at that. So not taking the added on damage from the Marauders. And you know what, this is, I mean, come on, guys. Come on, how can you, I mean, jeez Louise, did you see this hold? Did you see this hold? Did you actually watch this game? Did you actually see Art's responses? Did you see him scout that barracks and just immediately create everything that he needed, basically? I mean, he didn't even see the tech lab, did he? Did he see the tech lab here? No. Did he see the tech lab here? No. How did he know it was Marauders? I don't think he did. I don't think he did. Did he still somehow, some way prep his way into holding that very, very convincingly? Yes, he did. How? You know what? He made a shield battery, 1 Adept, 1 Stalker, and he just, you know what, positioned them well, microed them well. And with the Robo there as well, I mean, the Immortal, definitely a way to go. Being able to punch back that aggression. Absolutely beautifully played there by Art. And Zipper the Fly now, you know what, I mean, he's not out of this yet, of course. A little bit behind though, 10 works in total. Army supply not really in his favor. There is the War Prism on the way as well to wreak some havoc here. But he does have a Cyclone. Let's hope it doesn't lock onto the Immortal, because that will, of course, just be lifted up by that War Prism. And then that lock-on will go just goodbye. But, yeah, right. In comes the Immortal. Dropping will commence pretty soon. The 3rd command center is going to be a little bit delayed here. Ladies and gentlemen, Flight Command Center 3 is going to be departing 5 minutes later than anticipated. We apologize for the delay, but there's an Immortal on the tracks. You need a little bit of time here to accommodate for this situation, and that's what I did. Alright, so not too much of a delay actually, but full works do still go down here. So lovely stuff there for Art still. But then again, his 3rd base is nowhere to be seen yet. Growing a little bit wary here. He is getting his Colossi and only now adding that 3rd base, right? So Zipper the Fly very, very early on with that 3rd base. But might still be in a little bit of trouble here if Art actually does decide to go for some sort of a 2-base aggression here. Or at least some sort of a move out off of the 2-base. So looks like he might do. You know, there he goes. There we see him marching along. Happy marching band of Protoss units trying to kill people. Kill humans. Who violate their sacred ground on Nightshade here. It's like that episode where Rick kills that guy that well, accidentally kill. I think he doesn't really want to, right? But from Rick and Morty, where he has the toilet and then one guy shits on his toilet that he doesn't want to have shitting on his toilet, and he just absolutely torments the guy. I don't know. Alright, he's waiting for extended thermal launch anyway. It's kind of what this is feeling like to me. I think Zipper is gonna be okay here, actually. So, especially with just the one single Colossus. Zipper making sure that that third base is here, so he realizes how much of a commitment this is. So, it's not too much of a commitment. He realizes that he might want to start thinking about getting a... I mean, this third base, he did get it very early on, but he's not mining whatsoever yet. For a long time now, actually. He's not really getting any income advantage. Look at that. Actually never really having any sorts of income advantage. Odd. Definitely just not overcommitting here whatsoever. And now he's... Alright, there we go. He's going in. I think this might be it, guys. At least a lot of SCVs are going to get picked off. A lot of Marines weren't there. And there it is. GG is called. Did I lie? Did I lie? Are you fans? Are you a fan already for art? I mean, was that not just the perfect response for that situation? Wasn't it? I mean, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was, actually. Because if you see how that worked out, that just was mind-bogglingly well played. Very, very cool stuff there. Just moving out, not overcommitting, not losing that Colossus as it still didn't have extended thermal lance, not losing any of his units at that time either, right? It's killing off the tank with the Immortal drop as well. So the Immortal, or the tank, didn't really get another tank. 2 siege tanks might be able to pick off that Colossi, right? As soon as that Colossi dies, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen at that point? Didn't happen though. Very, very well controlled there by Art and just slowly dismantling Zipper the Fly. Impressive. Impressive stuff by Art here. We're going to be watching another game and you know what? Zipper the Fly on his last life here in this tournament, guys. Will he be able to still hang in there for at least one more round? In the bottom right side we have the pink Protoss. He is Art. Not the bottom left, but in fact the bottom right. He is the red Terran player. He is Zippy the Fly. There we go. I realize. Yes. Let me fix this. Alright, a little bit more to the top. Yes, alright. Beautiful. A little bit more to the right here, actually. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's fine. It's not what the people came for, probably, but still. I mean, yeah, I feel like it's very important. The name tags. Alright. Bloop, 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 bloop. Barracks and a reactor versus a gateway and an assimilator. What's this? Is it mirror builds in a non-mirror matchup? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. That shouldn't happen. I think we are seeing a little bit of variation here. We're seeing an expansion, a cybernetic squad, and another gas. As we're seeing the Terran just making another expansion. How lame is that, guys? Please tell me. That is ridiculous, isn't it? How much more money as a Protoss do you want to have? Look at all that stuff that he just got. Preposterous. I'm joking, guys. Of course, we already saw Vindicta beating the living snots out of Protoss today. Oh my god, I forgot who it was. Who was it again? I know he doesn't beat Art though, to be fair. Not a lot anyway. Who was it again? feel like I should remember this since I only just casted it like seconds ago. I'm like the anti-Rotterdam. That's what I am. I'm like, StarCraft? Did I cast StarCraft today? I don't think I did. This is my first time. Every game I'm just like, this is my first time casting this game of StarCraft 2. I only started playing today. This is some great stuff, guys. Look at these units. Right, I hope it probably doesn't come across as badly as that. But still, it feels like that sometimes to me. Anyway, let's take a look. Twilight Council on the way. Alright. Reasonable choice. Safe choice overall. It's hard to be punished for it. And a Widowmine build here coming out of Zipper the Fly. He's going to be adding a medevac here. And as we are seeing Blink being constructed for arts as well. Great tool, of course, against those medevacs and also against those Widowmines. Overall, perhaps the only one build that has maybe a bit potentially on equal footing, or maybe a little bit better, depending on who you ask, might be the Stargates opening. Where you do get yourself a couple of Phoenixes as well, just to kind of lift up Widowmines and potentially just beat the medevac here. Exo Striker was the... Thank you, Snoopy. Thank you. I knew that. You didn't have to tell me. I'm Amsterdam. Yes, I am Amsterdam. The anti-Rotterdam. The anti-dam. Amsterdam. It's anti-dam is Amsterdam. Yeah, that's true. Which is weird. Like, historically speaking, Amsterdam is the very historically old place, right? With a lot of memories. And then Rotterdam is the place that's kind of new and all fancy stuff, you know? With, so it feels like it should be turned around. But you know what? This is StarCraft, so anything can happen. Oh my god, no! Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh my god, it even kills the medevac with the Widowmine. I don't know if that was on purpose, but if it was, oh my lord, my brain is blown. You moved the probe underneath the medevac. Was that on purpose? I'm gonna say it was. Just the hype up art, even more so. Look at that, guys. He's that good. He's that good. That's crazy. How in the world are you this good? Art, you just gotta stop, man. This is gonna ruin your life. You're just gonna... People are gonna hate you forever. Too good. Too good. Oh, come on. Come on, you can get him. Oh, there you go. Yeah, one more stalker. Ooh, run away with probes. Run away with probes. No, just jump on top of it. Alright, that's very good. I think he shot his stalker there a little bit. So, you know what? It's, you see, guys, he's not perfect. He's not perfect. It's pretty good, but not perfect. Third base for Zipper the Fly a lot later this time around. Realizes that he cannot really get away with that type of build against this opponent. He will definitely get punished. But Art, yeah, as we can see already, having that third base for a really long time now. His army supply a little bit dwindling though. But you know what, those stalkers might be able to still delay him here a little bit. Sushi said yikes. I hope that wasn't because of me. I hope that was because of something that happens with the players. Was that the probe killing the medevac? I hope it was. I really do. Yeah, look at the amount of delaying is happening right here from this two-base attack. Art. Oh my god, Art. He's so good, guys. He's so good. He's probably even going to kill these two medevacs. Even though the stalks are on the opposite side of the map. Somehow, some way, he's going to get them. He's going for it. Oh, that observer's trying to get to those rocks so he can jump over the rocks. No, okay, never mind. Right, I mean, he's probably still going to get it, right? He still has, well, he has units here against it. He has a War Prism over here as well to start doing some counter-aggression. Those dogs actually killed off quite a bit of stuff here. Look at that, there's more corpses there. There's some more corpses over here. Those Blink Dogs, every time they shoot a volley, they kill off a unit, right? Oh my god, getting on top of the siege tanks here. How, what a brazen move. And... well, I guess that just kind of kills the Terran there. Wait. Alright, I think that's good. I think that's good. Definitely in a nice position here. I mean, how's this gonna go bad from this point on, right? Am I right? I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh, some top-notch casting as well. Look at that, more stuff going down. 39 works versus 56. Art is just unstoppable, guys. This is... Oh my god. Who's gonna beat this guy? Just anyone look at the bracket for me. Tell me who's gonna beat Art, please. Please tell me. Is it gonna be Massa? Maybe. Maybe Massa is gonna be able to cheese out Art somehow, some way. But that's the only way. I'm not quite sure what else is gonna be able to beat this guy. If Massa's out of the tournament, it's just not gonna happen anymore. Maybe a Zerg. You know what? Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm the greatest fan of the PVC from Art. It's still pretty darn good, so. Oh, yeah, that's dead. Bit of an overextension there. Finally, that wall prism is dealt with. But, yeah, still being able to kill 21 workers in total. Quality cost. Thank you. I really tried hard on that little bit there. There we go again. 3 medevacs into the main base. There's a little bit of a strike force here for Art ready to intercept. And Art is also moving forwards. Should be able to kill off that third base here. But there are ghosts. The ghosts, you know, with the Widow Mines here and the ghost, they might still die, but a little bit less gruesomely. Okay, well that's a dead 3 medevac drop. Okay, in come the EMPs. The Widow Mine's not getting any sort of connection whatsoever. Great force fields though, being able to pick off quite a bit of that Terran force and just retreating, letting those shields recharge. Why not? Why the hell not? You are at an advantage. You're just gonna double your Colossi count. And, well played. Good luck. Have fun. There it is. GG. That's a dead Terran. That's a nice guy. Sipper the Fly is such a nice guy, guys. What a great guy. But yeah, unfortunately for him, Art is the better player in this situation. He's going to move onwards into the next round. Yeah, what else can we say about that guy? Absolutely amazing. Well played by him. Gonna move on into the next one. Let's take a look at what the next one actually is going to be though. What are these brackets all about today? Art versus Zipper the Fly was 2-0. So we're gonna have Massa versus Cuddlebear is still happening. It's happening on the other stream. I don't know how many people are watching that other stream. Other than that, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait potentially. But Massa versus Cuddlebear, it was 1-0 already, so it probably is gonna end pretty soon, I would assume. You know what? In the meantime, I could probably empty out my friend list here a little bit, right? It's impossible for me to have 200 friends. It's a little bit of a humble brag, I suppose. It's all these people getting multiple accounts, you know? It's ridiculous. Just keep one account. It's more than enough. Alright, I can get rid of this one. GG. GG indeed. GG's all around. Guess I can get rid of you. Actually, no, I don't have... This is weird. I have a different friend list, of course, on US, so I don't have to do it here. That's nice. That is nice indeed. Right, don't have to worry about that one. Anyway, Massa and Cuddlebear still happening here, guys. Let me see, actually. Where is my Where's this one gonna go? Streamception? No, it's that one. Alright, that's a shame. Might be able to fix it though. Let me see if I can fix this. Hold up. Hold up. Oh. Being messaged. Hold up. I can cast from the stream. Sushi. Sushi, sushi, sushi. You really think I'm some sort of a two-timing stream back biggie bagging guy that looks at other people's streams? Probably am. Alright, we will. Ode to art. Alright. Let me try to fix this, guys. Let me see what I can do. Let me move this over here. Let me move this over here, and then this over here, and then we can do this over here. And then we will do this, and then we will do this, and then we will do that, and then we will have to move this again, and you can see the stream, and it doesn't show up at all. That is a bit unfortunate. Alright, so we will do this over here until we get everything sorted mid-production. I'll have to do this, and then this, and then okay, and then we're gonna do this. Okay, now we're good, and we move this over here, and then we will go. We're so close. We're so close right now. We go over here, and then you see every website I've ever visited in my life, and even the bank I use. All right, please don't make noise. Please don't make noise. What was the second stream again? Please tell me. Maralakus. Maralakus. These are all the people that I follow as well. As you can see, they are most StarCraft 2 people.
Marines should
all right, here
go
we go.
forward, but there's something going on the left side as well. Some work is going down, but Masa is losing way more.
He is. Oh, but Masa has
Was there something in the main
a
base
lot
that
of
I
workers
completely
here.
missed? I think so. There were some Marines back over there. What was
We're
in the
seeing
main
this,
base?
right?
Ravens were here. Oh, Liberators.
We are.
I guess.
Okay, lovely, lovely.
So yeah, in total it was 28 workers. Masa doesn't have that bad of a worker count, to be honest, right here. But yeah, losing 28 is quite hard to take.
Yep, yep. Let it be.
Well, and Kettlebear, yeah, is trying to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Viking count is still in favor of Masa. He needs to be very careful here. Another Viking going down. At least
I'm just gonna say,
one.
if Cuddlebear wins this, I'm gonna lose my mind, man. That's gonna be such a big deal for Cuddlebear.
Out, and yeah, Masa is really playing slowly with the Vikings. He wants to keep the superiority. Is up by 1, I think. Yeah, actually 2. Another one.
What do you guys
Vikings.
want, by the way? What do you
Yeah,
guys
there it
want? Do you want me to just have this on the background with, you know, Maralakos is casting, or do you want me casting over this without any game sound? It's 1 out of 2.
Oh boy, this is very expensive, and this equals out that Masa lost some workers there in the main base while the other push was going on. So yeah, worker count now definitely in favor of Masa again. Very good move there with the run by of Hellions, and then let's see what else is going on then. It will be 4th base scouted. That's not that interesting. Cuddlebear though is repositioning his army. He has some Hellions, a Viking, 2 Vikings at the right hand side. But is that going to change anything? I mean, he has some bio, but he doesn't have any Medivacs, does he? No, he does not. And yeah.
Who needs Medivacs?
Do you want to go in? Very good tank positioning here. He knows what's going on. Yep, he's going to have the high ground vision, so the tank is going to go down, but it got some good shots before
Great shots.
that even happened. And
I
the
mean,
tanks
that's the dead
will be
Cuddlebear,
taken
isn't
down
it?
by the Vikings, one after the other.
Oh,
And that's very good. Three
he's
out of
dead.
those
He's
4
really
tanks going
dead.
down, and
Oh my
Cuddlebear, I
god.
think is going to have a hard
Cuddlebear
stand
actually tried to do
But
bio.
He's trying, guys.
He did bio into Masa's mech, yeah, in a TVT.
taking down some workers on the right hand side. Vikings finally being taken down by the workers themselves. Left hand side, we have a 4th base for Cuddlebear. While, yeah, we have the 4th command center for Massa not even finished. And yeah, he's trying to use the rest of his units as good as possible to the best extent that he can. And yeah, this 4th command center is pretty much needed for Massa. He's at 71 workers, but his main base is getting mined out soon. And therefore, yeah, either he needs to attack or he needs to get more bases.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Cuddlebear's,
the best weapon against
you know, he has an okay economy,
oh,
right?
This
He
is
has 4
very,
bases
very
versus
bad.
3.
Oh, I think Massa just made a huge mistake here by moving out without
It's better
anything.
like that
And
for me.
all the tanks go down? What?
What in the
How
world
did
does that mean?
happen?
80 trick, what does that mean? What does that mean, 80 trick? I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Cuddlebear though losing the workers against this Liberator.
There's a 6-minute delay, or a 1-minute delay, 60 seconds.
They're not really behind. Also, he's still...
I'm forgetful too.
While Massa is just starting to mine from his 4th base now. Missile turret being made. That's still just barracks.
Cuddlebear. Cuddlebear.
I can't say mech against
Sorry, I'm
Bio,
not biased here,
more
guys.
so
But
is
you know
the
what?
way,
Cuddlebear's
but you
doing
see,
it. He's actually
it
doing
works
it
out
here.
for the
Look at
Bio
that.
player,
He's
which
killing off
is
this
Not
base.
the case that often, to be
There's
honest.
no Massa army anywhere.
what
There's
he
just
can do.
Hellbats and
Castle
Hellions. They're
Shells
not going to
doing
be
a good
enough,
job
are
here
they?
for the Marauders, or by the Marauders.
they?
And the tanks
No,
can just shoot
no,
into
no, 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 no.
everything they want.
But, I mean,
Vikings
that
are coming in
planetary
as
is
well.
getting
The
really
tank
close
is
here.
going to go down. Very good move.
You know what?
And,
Yeah.
how much more will be taken on the Marines?
Actually, it's
are
not
going to
gonna
have
die.
a chance here. Vikings
I think
landing,
Cuddlebear
but will
isn't
they
gonna
take
kill
down
this
the tank? They
planetary.
have
But,
a
I mean,
really
he
good
does.
attack here, and looks like this is going to be the clear
Let me talk,
Massa.
please, for a moment.
clears
Okay.
the push. So we have 2-2
It's a very
on either
awkward
side. One player with the
co-casting.
bio units, one player with the mech units.
You know what? I'm just going to turn it
That's
down a
good.
little
The
bit
Raiders
here.
coming in. How many
So I
workers
can
he
feed
get?
my own ego. Alright, so Cuddlebear.
It's 5. And
I mean, he's somehow doing it, right? He still has a really good lead in... Well, actually, it's equal now. It's equal amount of bases. Army supply, though. 76 versus 51. That's just barely enough to inch out something. It. Thank you, Snap. I appreciate it, buddy. Oh. Oh. I mean, he's beating back all the Hellion run-bys as well. He's doing a really good job. He just needs to keep it right. He just needs to keep expanding. +3/+3 is, well, the +3 weapons at least is a bit earlier for Cuddle. And we're seeing a fusion core being added as well here. So he is gonna actually transition into the air army afterwards, which is the right response. He just needs to expand more so, I feel like. But then if he starts to expand more so, it's going to be difficult to keep up with Massa overall in army counts, right? Because, I mean, he still manages to make these plays, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make these plays if he also starts expanding a lot. That's a big deal. That's a really big play here by Cuddlebear, though. There's not that much remaining here for Massa. Well, his siege tanks. Where in the world is his army? They're not here. Another tank in the mineral line, but it's not going to be enough here. Cuddlebear definitely making some plays. 33 workers going down, and it looks like Cuddlebear is going to be able to tie up this series. What in the world? Oh my god, Cuddlebear. The TVT beast. Look at that. Being able to beat back the mech play with his bio. No longer will anyone be able to say that mech is just superior. Not after this one.
Yeah, main base is now flown over.
The main base is flying over. What do you say?
Massa is moving out.
Massa is moving out, yes.
Is that going to be his final stand to get in?
It might be. Yeah, it might be. It might be the final stand for Massa here. I don't know if you guys can still hear my co-caster.
Just on top of everything, we have 3 tanks at the bottom. So they can
It's pretty good. Killing off some production here. Killing off more SCVs. He's losing SCVs too, though. That 4th base of Cuddlebear under attack. Kind of curious there. Okay, it's just some Hellions. It's fine.
to have a chance against the Hellions.
There's a
Marauders,
planetary
though,
there.
they are quite nice.
I think they did intercept
Let's
like
go
a
back to
big
the main.
run around from
See the
SCVs
tanks
though.
are positioned. At least some more production goes down. And yeah, where do we go? Where do we go, guys?
So 3-3 now finished for both of these players.
Do we still have a game going
But,
on?
I mean,
The Hellions.
it's really,
they
really
try to
difficult to
flee.
kill off a Terran, right? It's even more so difficult to kill off a
Uh,
meching Terran.
Okay, he saw the
Which
base
is
and
why
left.
Cuddlebear needs to transition into that air army, right? He needs to get his Liberators up, he needs to keep his Viking count up, and then even potentially he can start thinking about throwing in some battle cruisers in there as well. The thing is, he needs to get that base advantage though. Keep denying bases from Massa, using that mobility of his army, which is actually what he's doing. He's not even committing to the bases that you think you can deny, right? The ones on the sides. He's actually going to go for the ones in the middle so far. He's doing a really good job so far as well. Bit of a siege up and an unsiege
Let's
there.
take a look at this because we have a big drop incoming here. Everything is
Another drop. You see, this is why the army of Massa just isn't ready to defend. He doesn't have planetaries here. Doesn't have... Oh my god, he did it. Cuddlebear actually did it.
Cuddlebear equaling out the series. and
Wait.
going to
Oh, right. Yeah. I need to get in this. All right. You're right.
Well, that was a very, very nice game.
It was a nice game. All right.
Streaming coming here as well.
All right.
Seems like art is
That was Mara Lukos, guys. You can check him out on the B stream. He's a handsome fella, also casting StarCraft 2 and doing a lovely one. Alright, thanks to Cuddlebear, guys, that we are actually in the lobby here. We're going to be able to see this one live in action. Cuddlebear versus Massa, the third game. In fact, the first series that we didn't fully get to cast, and actually is the first series that we witnessed going to the game number 3 here today, I believe, as well. It's a bit unfortunate that we didn't really get to see most of it, but still though, here we go. Who gets to go into the grand finals and who gets to, you know what, take his tears back home again and have to be a little bit disappointed as they are going to have to go home without any chance at the grand championship finals here. Wait, okay, hold up. There we go. Tags are gone. Everything's fine. Beautiful stuff. We can enjoy the StarCraft again, guys. Oh, alright. The most badass introductions. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe I need to save those for the finals. So let's just do regular introductions here. In the top left side, we have a green Terran player. Here's a Cuddlebear. In the bottom right, we have a blue Terran player. He is Massa. Alright. Both Alpha X players again. Once more, a team kill will occur. These two Terran players... I don't know what's up with these Terran players from Alpha X. They just keep wanting to kill one another. You know what? Some call it friendly rivalry. Some people call it cannibalism. I call it friendly cannibalism. I don't know if that was as funny to anyone else as it was for me. Right, we're seeing a double Rex play coming out for Massa. So far, it looks like Cuddlebear will be going for the single gas expand build here. So I am going to have to give him a slight edge here in build order. The double Rex build, it might still, of course, be able to do some harassment here with the double Reaper production. But then again, I mean, let's see if Cuddlebear actually gets the scout off here. He only sees one barrack so far. If he goes upwards with his SCV a little bit, he will be able to see it, but actually doesn't do it so far. So, you know what? He might expect this to be a regular one gas expand as well. But then again, the command center is very much late, right? We can see his command center already being thrown on the ground. So you might just expect, after seeing only the single gas, that this is in fact a... I don't like it when you don't have a CC. There we go, yeah. So he's expecting something to be here. And you might think it is outside of his base, but you know what? It's just a second Rex inside of the main base of Massa here. Let's take a look. There's already 2 Reapers and an SCV. I like that he has the SCV here as well. It's going to be able to absorb some damage potentially from those first initial Reapers. But you know what? Cuddlebear getting a good initial fight here against those Reapers. Wants to chase them down. And you know what? He holds for so far. And he's going to have a Hellion out pretty soon as well. So yeah, definitely in a really good position. Didn't overextend out on the map. Still has a little bit of a chance though to let this snowball out of control. But there's the Hellion. That should be enough now for Cuddlebear to kind of make this work, right? I feel like it should. Killing off another Hellion there. Well played indeed by Cuddlebear. And you know what? The command centers now kind of on equal footing. So overall, you know what? I mean, Cuddlebear still, he does have that factory a lot earlier, so he is able to get that starport a lot earlier, just gets tech a lot earlier overall in this matchup so far with that single gas expand build, and then not moving out with those Reapers early on. So very well done there by Cuddlebear, managing to secure himself that early lead, as well as seeing Massa kind of just, you know what, now slowly but surely getting himself that factory and a 3rd barracks, as well as a bunker in front of his natural, because he realizes, you know what, I might die to some Hellions just killing off all my Reapers here. These Hellions are the overall destructive force of nature for the Reaper. Reapers don't like fire, even though they have jetpacks on their back and literally are on fire at all times. As soon as another fire gets added to that fire, everything goes to hell for them. And there we saw actually a pretty good hold from Massa, being able to stifle back that attack, that aggression, not really getting too far. Only 4 to 4 Reaper. Wow, how is this possible? How is this so equal, guys? What in the world are we seeing? Is this a next level of evolution coming out of Cuddlebear here? Is Massa just having an off day? I don't want to be rude, but overall, I always expect Massa to just kind of be a bit more superior overall than Cuddlebear, because he's just had a lot more results overall, right? So you kind of expect that to happen, but Cuddlebear definitely is kind of holding his own here. What MMR did this player have? These players have? Well, it's a lot more than you and me, AD Trick. That's for sure. I don't know exactly. It's a lot. It's pretty good. It's a high MMR. Alright, that should tell us plenty. Maybe somebody in the chat will know and they will be able to tell you. Liberator, look at that positioning. The Marines on the high ground not going to be able to target it down. Oh my god, is this actually a position? Look at that. That engineering bay actually making it very, very difficult for Massa to get rid of this. I don't know if this is just a lucky break for Cuddlebear, or if Cuddlebear actually noticed this and now is making use of this. Killing off 3 Marines that are trying to get rid of it. 5 workers killed as well at the same time. Very, very beautiful position there. I mean, if that was really the thing that happened there. Yeah, my name comes from really Kozan. Really. For God's sake. Why? Why? Why did you not come up with anything better than that? That's just... That's where it comes from. Anyway. 2 medevacs with quite a couple of Marines. 6.3, 6.4. Lovely. Lovely. 2 medevacs. They are coming in. I don't know how much they will actually be able to get done. Alright, a couple of Marines though running into position here to defend as well. That should be more than enough. Should be more enough, especially with that bunker. Let's see if Cuddlebear actually overextends though with the maneuvering towards the other side of the base. He's just going to lose the 2 supply depots. And did do a little bit of an F2 maneuver there, it seems. Overall still okay. See, 3rd bases. What about 3rd bases? What about those 3rd bases? Alright, Cuddlebear already has his. 3rd base only now being thrown down here by Massa. This is a really good start so far for Cuddlebear, I'd say. His army supply a little bit dwindling, but you know what? It doesn't matter too much. It doesn't matter too much in this situation, I'd say. As Cuddlebear just steamrolling ahead, having a lot of barracks ready to start producing here. I mean, yeah, you can start moving across the map, but it doesn't matter too much anymore. You're not going to have any whatever. So army supply lead here. Cuddlebear is going to be ready for you. As long as those siege things are in position. Oh my god, he's so good. Cuddlebear senpai. Being able to maneuver that Cyclone over there as well. Buying more time for himself. And, you know, even getting a couple of those Marines chasing around. Doesn't even lose the Cyclone, right? It's still up and going. He's going to be able to see these bunch of Marines as well on the minimap. Sees exactly what is coming his way now. Being able to scan this as well. Killing off a siege tank, no problem whatsoever. Oh, auto turret, auto turret, auto turret! Doesn't do the auto turret. Thought there was a bit of an opportunity there, but maybe I was wrong. He's losing workers. Alright, the Liberator now finally being able to do 5 worker kills as well on the other side of the map. Auto turrets, there we go. There's the auto turrets. Very nice. Even getting a medevac. Look at that. Cuddlebear still has that third base a little bit earlier with the orbital, but you know what? It's going to be in position here for Massa a lot earlier, so he's going to be mining off the 3 base earlier, and I think that is actually a little bit more beneficial perhaps in this situation, especially because Massa is still, well, at least giving Cuddlebear the feeling of him being contained here. He's now realizing that he's no longer being contained. Sees that there is a third base for Massa as well, so he might try to do a little bit of a contain on Massa as well. At the same time, realizing that this might give the opportunity to start making something happen. Great sieging up on the siege tank. That is a little bit further backwards here. Anti-armor missile on a lot of those Marines. The Marines might be able to jump on top of this. Not overextending though. Sees with the scanner. There's the siege tank there. I would have just gone for it, man. I was so trigger happy at that moment. I was just like, alright, stim ahead, guys. Here we go to victory. And then I lost all my Marines instantly. Not Cuddlebear though. Yeah, he's in the zone right now, except for those SCVs right there. They were a little bit out of the zone. Well, I'd say they're in the siege tank line of fire zone. It's not the zone you want to be in though. So more siege tanks going to go down. And Cuddlebear, you know what? Look at that army supply. Jesus. 87 versus 39. He is absolutely tearing Massa a new one here. And yeah, once again, Cuddlebear just proving himself in the TVT matchup. He just has a full-on grasp of this matchup. There's no denying it. Definitely a very, very worthy opponent in this matchup. Yeah, getting his siege tanks as well in between the 2 bases for Massa, making things very, very difficult here, and forcing Massa to, well, respond. Overextending with all of his Marines immediately dying. Nothing there to protect his siege tank anymore. And in he goes into that 3rd base. Massa, though, having a small counterforce, being able to do the same thing. But, of course, it's going to be a lot more difficult for Massa to really clean up the army of Cuddlebear here. Cuddlebear is, you know what, guys? I think he's going to the finals here. He cleaned up that attack, and he's still going forward into the natural. Does Massa still have anything here? No, he doesn't. GG is called. Cuddlebear takes the victory. And wow, oh my god. Guys, can you believe that one? Cuddlebear beating Massa of all the people here. Absolutely amazingly played that by him. What a show. What a show. That means we're going to have Massa going down. And Cuddlebear versus Art in the finals. Who would have guessed that one? I definitely didn't. Honestly, no offense, Cuddlebear, but I mean, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm happily impressed. I really am. Very, very well played there. But now he has one hell of a mountain to fight against. It is going to be Art. And this is going to be the true test of his steel. Will he be able to beat this this Polish phenom player of the Protoss race? That's going to be the true deciding factor here, guys. It's going to be a very, very rough battle for him. Of course, Art, one of the better players on the Alpha X roster. And you know what? Cuddlebear is going to have to prove himself. And if he beats Art as well right now, this is just going to be his night. It's going to be the best night of his life, maybe, perhaps. At least for me, from my perspective, it is going to be the best night of his life. Alright, Art versus Cuddlebear. When we saw the bracket, I think a lot of us saw Massa over there and we thought, you know what, that seems pretty strong. And we saw Art on another side there and we thought, you know what, that seems a pretty strong player. Who else did we see? I mean, Vindicta, of course, another victim falling to Cuddlebear. Cuddlebear going through Justice Simon as well, another great player, honestly. Justice Simon, I don't know if you guys are watching the Pylon show as well, but of course, famous for getting in the grand finals and then losing to somebody and taking second place. I mean, if Cuddlebear wins this one right now, we can still kind of say that Justice Simon had the same thing happen, but then it was because he met the finalist, or the victor, right, the champion in the first round in a single elimination bracket, and then that stuff is just gonna happen right here. Alright, so doing the vetoing process here. Let me remind you guys for one more time as well. There is, of course, a Matcherino page that we can all make use of. I've just added my own code as well. Nightbot is ever so friendly, reminding us, all of us, and telling us all to make sure that we do make use of those codes as we do have them. I would very much appreciate it, guys. Those codes are a lifesaver. They add quite a bit of extra dough to the, well, overall prize pool. And, you know what, just makes life so much better for every pro player. Really good. Yes, yes. Anyway. Looks like Art's already made a lobby. So, let's go. Let's go in the lobby right now. Let's get all the casters in here. Mara Lekos also should be in here. Don't want to let him get left out. Alright. Alrighty. We will start off our battle on Nightshade, which is the purple map, in case you forgot. Are there more purple maps? I think there might be. This is the most purple of maps that I've seen in a long time, though. It's a very dark map. It's a big map. It reminds me a little bit of Turbo Cruise, but then without the minerals in the middle. And a third base that is very open. It's also not protected by minerals. It's like Turbo Cruise, but then... No, wait. Thunderbird. Why am I thinking about... I retire. I retire as a caster, guys. I give up. This is utter shamefulness. Forgetting... It's the one job I have, right, as a caster. Just memorizing map names. Can't even get that right. At least I corrected myself before anyone in chat could. Thanks. Alright. And with that out of the way, with my entire self-image being completely absolved of any respect and self-adherence. Enki, what's up, my friend? What's up, buddy? How you doing today? We're hopping into the finals. And who could have guessed? There's two Alpha X players right here in the finals for our New Year's tournament. In the top left side, we have the pink Protoss player from Poland. He is the one. He is the only. He is my one true esports fangirl. Well, I am his one true... I guess I said that wrong. Anyway, he is Art. I'm his fan. He's not my fan. He might be, but he never really admitted to it. So, in the bottom right, we have a green Terran player. We have the American. It's the Terran. He is a Cuddle Bear. Better take notes on these camera movements, Enki. Better take notes. Alright. Let's see. A quick Nexus coming out of Art. Cuddlebear on the other side doing the regular thing, going for a Reaper Expand. As every Terran knows and loves the Reaper Expand. Not too shabby indeed. There it is. I called it. I called it. I saw that Reaper, and I knew with those two SCVs on the low grounds. It's what we call experience, guys, in case you didn't realize. As you weren't aware yet of one of those most basic things. There you go. You're welcome. Yeah, other than that, I mean, we're gonna have to wait a little bit here. Let's talk some nonsense until we actually get stuff done. Maybe just, you know what? Probably should have gotten myself some water too. Just have some realizations about overall dryness of my throat. So I realized, you know, I also have some orange juice in my fridge right here. Maybe I should just grab that instead. One second. Should always shake orange juice, by the way. I didn't do it for a long time, but it definitely is a lot better, especially if it has the goo in it. Ah, was that first blood? It was first blood on the battlefield in this best of 5. I really like to cast events like these. Yeah, man. Yankee, you know what? I don't watch you that often because you do cast in a completely foreign language to me that I just do not comprehend. Just a couple of words like si and gracias and that's about it. Hermanos. Polos, I know Polos too. That's about it. Anyway. So what are we seeing? Blink on the way. Third base for Cuddlebear too. A very quick third base, in fact. Where have I seen this very quick third base? Is it actually something we've seen Cure do? Isn't this a thing that Cure does now and again? I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it? It's one of those Terrans anyway. Really good Terran. I see do this now and again. Or is it Cuddlebear? I think it might be Cuddlebear. From now on it is. From now on it is gonna be Cuddlebear. It's gonna be the Cuddlebear build. The Cuddle build. So 2 bases here, second one over there, so that's 3 in total. Making the siege tanks, quite a lot of marines as well. Second, well, actually, was Tech Lab. There's not much pressure whatsoever out of Cuddlebear, who is still painfully aware that Art doesn't have his third base yet. He's trying to figure out what, in fact, he is up against. And let us take a look overall at what he saw, right? So he saw the Twilight Council. He saw the Robo. Other than that, I don't think that much. I'm your fan. Thank you, Anki. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm your fan too. Let's all be fans together, guys. Let's all be each other's fan. I think we're just misunderstanding the word friends for the word fan, though. I think we're all just being foreigners here that don't understand English. Anyway. What is happening here? What is happening? Charge! Extend our thermal lance. Colossus! Yes! Nothing else, really. I guess +1 attack. +1 attack for both the players as well. That's about it. That's about it. That third base from Cuddle. I mean, it's been here for a while. It's been giving him quite a lot of workers, right? So he's on 46 workers. But, I mean, it's still not as many as Art had. The Mule Star. Let's take a look at overall income advantage. How is this possible? Can someone explain to me? Hello? Hello, StarCraft 2? Did someone not take a very quick third base here? I guess it's because he never really took it over here. So he only has the saturation. No, he doesn't even have... He's not even oversaturated. I guess he's just not building any more SCVs. That must be it, right? He's just not paying attention. He's not building any more SCVs. That must be it. He's just making units now. Is he actually gonna go for the... Wait, what? What in the world? He's pulling the boys? He's actually pulling the boys? Is this... Are you kidding me? Is this a thing? Is this gonna happen? Is Art just gonna get completely blindsided here? He only has 2 Colossi. He only has half a Disruptor in the Robo. That's a reasonable sized force here from Cuddlebear. 62 army supply versus 66, and... Yeah, I think that's a dead Cuddlebear. Yeah, no. No, I don't think this works. GG. Alright. Alright, yeah. I thought, you know what, I thought we were all gonna learn something there for a moment. Until I realized that we were gonna learn that, no, that in fact is not a thing. That is not a thing, unfortunately. It might be a thing. Well, it is a thing, right? A thing that some Terrans do without the third base, but Art is so good at just scouting, right? So I think, I just think that Cuddlebear wanted to throw his opponent off the scent of what he was actually doing and then just go across the map with a really big force. Unfortunately, though, Art, he just had enough stuff. He plays it safe, does it nicely, and we're gonna go into the EU, right? We're gonna switch the servers onto the EU side of the world. And we're gonna have to take a moment here again for Mr. Art to switch around as well. I really like, I know that he told me actually that before a certain patch he was able to switch around very quickly. Then a patch happens. And now it takes forever for him to switch servers, so I'm not sure exactly what, and I really do hope for him that it ever at one point gets changed, because, you know what, I really do want to see more of Art, and this is just the one downside. The one downside. It's a little bit of added personality to him as well, though, to be fair. Miguel is playing ranked 2v2. Guys, what in the world? What in the world? He's actually playing StarCraft 2. It's not an event organizer, is it? That's a StarCraft 2 player now. can't go around being an organizer when you're playing the game. Come on, dude. What is that about? Anyway, we're having some stuff in chat going on as well. So, how are you, Roms? He is fine, just getting some rest. Alright, that's good. What time is it for you? If you're getting rest and you're from Europe, I hope you're not, because it's already 12 right now in Europe. The tournament actually, it's going a lot quicker than I thought it would, to be fair. I mean, I know we still have the potential of 4 matches on the way, which I'm a little bit worrisome for here, that we might not get all 4 matches. I honestly do think that Art is just an absolute beast, and I would be amazed with Cuddle if he could also beat Art today. Like, that would be insanity. That would be insanity. That would be the greatest run I've ever seen Cuddlebear make in a tournament. I mean, he's a good player. He's a really good player. Don't get me wrong there. He's proving himself over and over again, especially in the TVT matchup. But yeah, as we can see, there's well, at least it feels like he's still slacking a little bit in these other matchups. In a way, right? At least, as we can see versus Art. Then, to be fair, maybe that's just because he's playing against Art, right? Playing against Art. For God's sake, we've just seen Art beat pretty much Sip at the Fly as well. Like that. No problem. It was just like slapping him left, right, and center. Not making it even look like a contest, honestly. UK? UK 11? You're from UK 11. Or 23. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Does that mean you're from the UK from the year 2011 or 23? 2023? Or you're 11 or you're 23 years of age and you're from the UK? Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. I'm really dumb. Anyway, yeah, you mean time. I get it now. It's getting late, alright? I've had a lot of casting. Fuck. I mean, yeah, it's alright. It's fine. We're good. We're gonna ignore that comment right here that I just made. Please stop typing, guys. You're making me look like an utter idiot here. Like an idiot. Like an absolute fool. Let me just do that on my own, alright? I don't need your help. In the bottom left side, we have a green Terran player. He is the green Terran player. He's from America. Alpha X players, Cuddle Bear. And now, as we all zoomed in, we're gonna do a little bit of a zoom out. And a rotation. And then we're gonna do over here. And as we are still skewed, we're gonna quickly rotate around. Oh. Sorry. Alright, never mind. In the top right side, we have a pink Polish Protoss. Also from Alpha X, he is the one, the only. He is Art. Leonardo da Vinci of StarCraft 2. That's what people call him. He is the Picasso, the Vincent van Gogh. He is everything art related in the StarCraft 2 universe. Do they have Vincent van Gogh in StarCraft 2? Or Picasso, or like any of those guys? They do, right? Probably. It's not like that imaginative of like a... I don't have all sorts of different story. God, here we go again. Yes! Yes, really, Kozan. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Stuff is happening. We're focusing. This is a cybernetic score, if I'm not mistaken. This is a gateway. I'm feeling insecure about everything I'm saying now. Assimilators. I'm pretty sure you get gas from these guys. I'm pretty sure. Reapers, they... I think they can shoot. I think those shoot things. And I think this is an expansion. This is an expansion in the main base. Alpha MVP, yeah, he's really good. Art just did attack his own cybernetic score with his probes, but, I mean, overall, I did lose 2 workers there as well. But overall, I'd say that's a... Well, I think that could have gone better. I think that could have gone better for Art. You know what? I don't think... you don't hear me say this a lot, but, you know... Oh, nice micro there from Cuddle. Mr. Cuddles. Coming in again. Coming out. Moving in. Juking and diving. That Reaper is an ace pilot here of the Reaper suit. There it is. There it is. Great final was Dynamite versus Art. Yeah. Oh my god. It really was. It really was a great one, wasn't it? I still tell people that Art just kind of beats Korean Terrans, and then I refer to that one, actually. I mean, he beat him twice in that tournament. Don't forget, man. He beat him twice in that tournament. I don't know if you caught both of the games, but both of those series were absolute nutty. They were insane. Killing that Korean Terran. I mean, Dynamite, I don't know if you guys realize, but Dynamite is a very well-known StarCraft 2 Terran player, right? I mean, he had been out of the scene for a while. He went to the military and then he came back. But he still managed to get himself a very high ranking, and he joined Alpha X for a little bit. And he played against Art, and Art just absolutely whooped the floor with him. He was like, what? And that's when he left. In shame. To little Phoenix. No, I'm not quite sure actually what happens. I think it's a very touchy subject that we no longer like to discuss. But we wish Dynamite all the best, right? He's a cool guy. Anyway, Phoenixes still here. Two Adepts as well, trying to do some damage. Let's take a look. Overall, 4 workers killed. I mean, that's not too shabby from the single Reaper harassments here. Killing off maybe a couple of probes on the other side of the map as well, right? Where they were trying to scout. I think that was at least one of them. At least one of them. 3 of them being killed off by that Reaper. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty baller. And now he realizes, of course, that there is a Stargate because of all the flying stuff around. Kind of gives it away. Kind of gives him some clues about the technological route that Art has taken. But I mean, it's still very difficult for him not to lose all these workers here. He did make a Cyclone, he did even make a Viking. He does kill off one of those Phoenixes. But Art behind this, quite easily, seemingly, is going to be able to get himself that 3rd Nexus. Even going to be able to attack down into the Colossi as well at the same time. It might give Cuddlebear a little bit of an opportunity, perhaps, to start moving across the map here for a short period of time. As long as there's only one Colossi out on the field. Especially without extended thermal lance, Cuddlebear might be able to make something happen here. As Art is kind of skimping over the Gateway army force. As we can see, this is resembled in the army overall count. Realizes that he may have been a little bit too greedy here. Adding on 2 shield batteries, just for safety. That's a great position actually from those shield batteries. Oh my dear lord, I absolutely love that one. But you know what, he's not making use of it. Oh, come on, burrow, burrow, burrow! Yes! Yes! Alright, yeah, alright. Moving back in time, no, but that's another Widow Mine. Needs to kill off that. Ooh, nicely done with the Phoenix. So yeah, nothing is going to die here anymore. Bit unfortunate. The 2 Widow Mines are still available there, but the Immortal looks like he might want to start picking those off here. Needs to hurry it up though. It's going to get close to. Yeah, another shot is going to be able to be fixed out of that one. The drop is going to be able to get maybe a little bit done as well. That's a little bit of damage here. Not too much. Not too much. So yeah, Cuddlebear definitely not getting the damage that I thought that he would get with that attack here. Even with Art kind of moving away further from those shield batteries. Further than I thought he would. More barracks are being added. Pretty much all sorts of infrastructure now being added here by Cuddlebear, who has been trying to secure himself a 3rd base also. In Art, he is still slacking in the army count, but it just doesn't feel like Cuddlebear just has the maneuverability here to really get himself into a good position to make use of this. The 2 shield batteries here just absolutely tearing him a new one. The cannon here as well, and the Colossus as well, but maybe it's just going to be enough here with 4 medevacs filled up to the brim with units, and a Viking as well. Needs to get on top of the Colossus. There we go, immediately targeting it down. The Vikings are here as well, still making life difficult. A couple of probes go down, 6 probes. You know what, he might want to get out of here. That's already reasonable amounts of damage. Doesn't want to lose this force here. There we go, out he goes. Back into the ever-loving arms of the Fog of War. Kissing the nape of the neck of that Fog of War is our one and only Cuddlebear. And now coming out with the Liberators as well. I mean, that's pretty good. Workers overall, only 47 though, still for Cuddlebear. Still wants to do more damage here, it seems. I mean, yeah, it's going to be rough for him if he tries to get to a position from now on to just max out to 200 supply for both of these players. I'm not sure if I like the drop over here, but you know what? It's buying a little bit of attention away from this place over here, and that's quite a lot of probes immediately falling. 7 of them, in fact. And this Marauder as well, I think, killed off a probe that was trying to get himself another base, and in goes, oh my god, there's nothing against the Vikings here? Are you joking? What? What? How? He actually killed off Actually killed both those Colossi? What in the world? No, he just killed one. He just killed one. Okay. He already killed one earlier on as well. I remember now. It's not bad damage, I have to say. Continuously poking away at Art here. Cuddlebear definitely giving Art a rough time so far. +1/+1. Art, can he do it still? Trying to hold on, getting himself Templar Archives. I feel like he's trying to get himself that Storm upgrade because, you know what, those Vikings are just kind of absolutely tearing his Colossi apart so far. He has 2 more Colossi out on the field right now. They are split up though. It looks like these volleys from these Vikings are going to be very rough to deal with for him. Yeah, almost 2-shotting it, 3-shotting it, even with the shield battery there. And there's quite a lot of bios still remaining here. Just needs to watch out for those force fields. And yeah, this might be it actually. Cuddlebear moving in here with a very strong army. There's no disruptor anywhere in sight, is there? There's one on the field somewhere. And GG is not called. Oh my dear lord. Cuddlebear tying up the series here. I mean... all right. That just happened. That just happened. That's another game in the pocket. We're gonna switch around. Wow. I'm impressed. Color me purple, give me a tail, and call me a weasel. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That was a really good match from Cuddlebear. Being able to just pick off those Colossi continuously. Picking them off one by one. Dropping in wherever he found damage. Not losing too much, not losing too little. For the value that he killed off. And then, yeah. Just maintaining that positive trading continuously. Multi-pronged harassments. Very strong stuff. Very strong stuff. Ultimately, just managing to have enough to rush down through the middle. Absolutely give Art hell. That was quite something else. Cuddlebear. Cuddlebear, is he gonna do this? Is he gonna beat Art as well? After beating Massa? After beating Massa, is he gonna beat Art as well? Is that gonna happen here? It's gonna be very rough. It's gonna be very rough. And if he does it, I mean... all we can do is applaud for him. Because, well... you know what? Because he just deserves applause. That's all I know. That's all I know what to say from that. Alright, let's give some I am Cuddlebears in the chat as well. There we go. Oh, that's just ridiculous. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Alright. Alright. Next game coming up will be game number 3. Color you purple and call you a weasel. You know what they did with Rifkin, right? What? They did? They made him a Ratata? Is that what happens? Wow. I didn't know. I'm glad that works out though for me, making it appear like I know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Is he coming? Apparently Cuddlebear doesn't really know. Really, Cuddle Bear? Really? It's my catchphrase. It's going to be anyway. After 80 Trick gave me the go ahead. Yeah. I mean, Cuddle Bear, he's just on fire today, man. This is absolutely crazy. Apparently, Cuddle Bear is sleep deprived as well. Apparently, he's really sleep deprived, is what he's saying. He's just on autopilot. What the? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is that for real? That can't be for real, right? He must have had some sort of spinach and just Popeyed his way through this one. I mean, apparently he's sleep deprived, guys. Just to add insult to the injury. This is the second time he's interacting with Art as well, and he's taking games of Art while he is sleep deprived. Are you kidding me? What's wrong? What's wrong with Cuddle Bear today, guys? I don't understand anymore. I thought you need sleep for StarCraft 2. I thought StarCraft 2 was difficult. Why is it so easy for Cuddle Bear right now? Why? Why? Are we gonna see it in this game? Oh, is this secret gonna get revealed here? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. In the bottom right side, we have the Green Terran. He's the American from Alpha X. He is a Cuddle Bear. Just a singular Cuddle is enough. It's sufficient. Otherwise it would be Cuddles Bear instead of Cuddle Bear. Maybe it wouldn't, actually. It wouldn't be too bad. Maybe it just didn't fit. Maybe it is his name. Who knows? And in the top left side we have the Picasso. The Van Gogh, Leonardo da Vinci himself of StarCraft 2. And the Protoss race. He is the pink Polish Protoss. He is Art. What else? What's that guy's name again? That like makes the incredibly expensive art. That like makes he made the skull out of diamonds, right? And then he made the big tank with like taxidermied sharks and stuff like that. You remember that one? Like I wanted to say the crazy artist, but I don't know if he's very rich. So maybe he's not that crazy. Or maybe he's the guy that sold that art piece where it's like, where he's like, he taped a banana to the wall. And then apparently somebody bought that for like a couple of millions. Funny story about that is that somebody ate the banana as it was being sold. Somebody ate it at the exposition after it was sold, and then they had to put up a new banana. That was oh, imagine about that. And then the guy said, yeah, no, it's performance art, man. Don't worry about it. It's performance. Oh well, anyway. Cuddle Bear is on fire right now. I mean, Art's still, though, a very, very tough opponent here. Needs to be aware, though. Apparently, he's met his match. In the shape and form of this Green Terran on the other side. Which is, in fact, Cuddle Bear. And we're on his home turf again. We're on the US service, where he should have the advantage, right? He has the overall ping advantage, but, I mean, previously, he lost on the US service. But, to be fair, he did do a little bit of an awkward build that did kind of feel like a little bit of a, how do you call it? improv, right? I was trying to do a little bit of an improv class there. It doesn't always work out. I'm not sure if it actually was. Maybe it is a actual Hurst. That's the guy. Thank you, Axis. Thank you. Is it Daniel Hurst or Dan Hurst or something like that? Something like that. Anyway, that's the guy. Yeah, that's him. That's Art. Although I'm not sure why or what the analogy is there, but I was just trying to come up with artists. Anyway, you know, I've followed art classes at one point, and I still don't know. I still don't know the analogies or whatever's. Just gonna keep calling him all sorts of artists until one sticks, until one makes sense. I think that's the way forward here. Blink is gonna get constructed as well. Seems to be the way forward for Arts, as you know what, he's gonna be facing against some sort of a siege tank marine push, accompanied by a couple of medevacs here. The blink stocks are obviously a very clean way to try and intercept those forces. Or at least delay them as much as possible. Forcing the siege tank to siege up a couple of times, perhaps here and there. It might be the way for Art to take this victory here. And in comes Cuddlebear. This is quite an early push, honestly. There's still quite a lot of Marines as well. He doesn't have Stim, so I'm not sure if this is actually a push that he's gonna commit to. I wouldn't imagine that he does, right? Maybe this is just a little bit of a way to force these stocks backwards earlier on. He's pulling SCVs as well. What in the world? He's actually gonna go for it. No Stim whatsoever. All he has is combat shield on the way here. And, well, a couple of siege tanks, I suppose. This is actually coming forwards. Damien, right? There we go. It's not even Daniel. It might be, though. Who knows? Maybe that's just, maybe you're wrong. Maybe the entire world is wrong and I'm right. That's just this artist name, but actually... Oh my god, you're joking! Look at that Immortal, that is crazy. Oh my god, is this gonna work without Stim? Just get combat shields, get your siege tanks and just kill your opponent? He's making bunkers as well. I mean, it's a good... He killed the second base, guys. What in the... What? What is it? I mean, all his reinforcements is being picked off, though, to be fair. But other than that, he's killing quite a lot of stuff here. All right, I mean, the siege tank's finally now picked off. Did he ever made? He is making a third base behind this as well, so doesn't really even have to kill his opponent here, I'd say. Just maintaining this position with the bunker here, not too bad. And he can pick up with quite a lot of them as well with that medevac, saving that one Marine on the other side as well. There we go, out he goes. Adios. Adios, muchacho. And now he just has an economic lead. What in the world, Cuddlebear? You absolute beast. How does this work? He's gonna have to explain this to me at one point. Holy moly, look at that. You know, Cuddlebear's real name is Damien Hurst as well, actually. It's not. No. Sorry. I got all tapped there by some sort of a message that thought it was more important than StarCraft 2. Ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, his name is Max. Not Max Angel, but you know what? It's pretty darn close right now. But then a Terran, so I don't know how you should put that. Alright, out he goes again, second time. This time he actually has Stimpak. The one upgrade that every Terran says is the most crucial upgrade to get pretty much basically at all times. Or else you're not going to be able to do anything. Which just got disproven by Cuddlebear here. As a single Marine moving forward trying to, I don't know, scout ahead a little bit here. But yeah, it looks like Art is ready for this one this time around. It's a bit of this unfortunate turn of event. Wait, is he? Is he? Is he though? Killing of another observer, not too shabby. I mean, Cuddlebear still making the trades here. I really like that he didn't just pick up there. He kept on trading because there, of course, there is the blink upgrade. So, I mean, if you pick up there, you're just gonna lose those medevacts instantly for free. And that is quite a rough call to kind of make, because usually just picking up and then trying to get out of there with the boost, usually you get away with it. But then again, against those blink stocks, of course, it's a specific upgrade that kind of makes that type of stuff very, very tricky to do. And you need to be quite, how do you call it? Quite, I don't know what it's called anymore. I'm gonna stop talking about it as well and pretend I never started that line of sentencing. So there's the big Whopperism here in the main base. A lot of zealots, but I think, you know, Cuddlebear should have enough. Oh, he's having a little bit of trouble being pulled apart into 2 locations here. Alright, I mean, those Widow Mines were absolutely golden. Are we able to lift up some SCV? Did he lift up the SCV here? Well, he did. Alright. Still losing quite a couple of them though, but he's moving across the map, trying his best to make something happen here as well. And yeah, not really getting anything done there, but he cleans up the overall attack in his main base. Worker supply still is alright-ish for the Terran. He's a little bit behind in overall income here. Would love to see him throw down his 4th base anytime soon. Upgrade for the Ghost is on the way as well, so just getting himself that later game tech would be incredible against this army composition of Art here. What kind of soup? He loves a good kind of soup. I missed a lot here in chat. Anyway, stuff is happening there, but also stuff happening in the game as the EMPs are trying to connect onto these Archons, and there they go. Beautifully connected, and that might be all she wrote here. Full Art is Cuddlebear actually gonna do this one more time here. Oh my dear lord, it's gonna put him on match point as well if he wins this one. I realized that he did kill off that expansion earlier on. Oh, the Disruptor. Alright, good denial there. Only killing off the one single Widow Mine. Stimming forwards, income. There's still a Ghost here, full with energy, but Storm ready. Oh my dear lord, that's a lot of AoE coming in. Storm and Disruptor in the back. Storm ready, High Templar, and here we go. Ooh, Disruptor, alright, it is dodged. Archons getting EMP'd as well, getting targeted down, and off he goes into the distance. Putting all his, well, units as well into the full HP Medivacs. A big recall coming out of Mr. Art, but you know what, 17 workers going down, and there's still more stuff here. Moving into the natural base, killing off Disruptors as the 4th base now absolutely exposed. Nothing there. Art being absolutely pulled apart. Pulled apart. And yeah, this is gonna be it. This looks like it might be time for Art to start thinking about it, guys. Those 2 letters, they are Siamese G's. I mean, those are dead, but overall, still a very nice bit of damage out there. Look at that. Overall, well, stuff lost count. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Cuddlebear definitely putting himself in the race here. Would love to see some sort of Disruptors, well, Liberators also being used here against, well, making life a little bit more difficult for those Disruptors. And, of course, for the rest of the army to take the opportunity for free against, well, against the Terran army as those Disruptor shots are coming out. But yeah, Disruptor shots and the High Templar are pretty close here, quite a lot of them. Cuddlebear here coming out again. He only has one single Ghost with this army though. Feel like that's a little bit worrisome overall. But then again, those High Templar are awfully clumped up here. Cuddlebear with a good scan. In he goes. Oh, my dear God. Okay, only gets one of them. So still a bit of, well, a little bit of energy remaining here on those High Templar. I don't think really Cuddlebear can commit to a fight here. And you know what? Cuddlebear realizes he reads the situation very well. Moves out of there. He has 3 more ghosts here. With those 3 ghosts, he can actually make something happen. Wait, 14 more probes die? What? Cuddlebear absolutely on fire here. What in the world is happening, guys? I don't even understand anymore. Alright, 115 army supply now for 87. Can Cuddlebear make it work here in this final push? Coming into the main base. I'm just absolutely stoked about this after all. Oh my god, 4 Widowmines. That is probably what happened the first time around as well. And I wasn't paying attention. That disruptor shot absolutely massive. Another 2 absolutely massive here. Cleaning up quite a bit. He did lose a Nexus though, unfortunately. But Cuddlebear losing most of his army here. And, you know, I think that's a pretty worthy trade still for both these players. But Cuddlebear now on the full base economy, of course, versus 3 base. Art might feel the opportunity, well, feeling like he has to start moving across the map here. He has quite a bit of Archons still, quite a good amount of stocks as well, accompanied by the Zealots as a meat shield. Might be able to get something done here, but let's take a look at the overall army of Cuddlebear. Not that many Widowmines, still 5 ghosts though, 14 Marauders, 17 Marines. If only there was any sort of energy here in this army for Art, where you did have those High Templar. Where are the High Templar actually? There's 3 High Templar, there's 2. Yeah, I don't think Art is going to be able to break this, not without Storm. Or Disruptors really either. Definitely needs, well, either Storm, Disruptor or Colossi, of course. It's a rough one. It's a really rough situation here for Art, I'd say. 5 base versus 4 though, if this base does get constructed. I mean, Cuddlebear also getting that 5th base now. What are the upgrades? Upgrades actually very heavily in favor here for Art. Did not expect that one. 3 armor and 2 weapons versus 2, well, weapons and 1 armor only for Cuddle. Bit scary as well. Imagine if all this time he also had great upgrades there as well. Oh, Cuddle is going to be able to make this happen here. There's the Liberators. And taking care of all the Zealots running by. Okay. Okay. You know, yeah, it's probably not the right choice to move across that bridge there with that army. Alright, I'm very stoked here about Cuddlebear's performance so far, guys. It is absolutely blowing my mind. This is the best I've ever seen him play. Gonna be honest. You already beaten Massa in this one. Now just, you know what, going toe-to-toe with Art as well. A Protoss opponent I have been absolutely mesmerized with for a really long time, watching the Alpha X players here. And yeah, Cuddlebear just... you know what? He kept leveling up, and now he's on this level. Apparently, even though he's sleep deprived, even though apparently he's playing on autopilot, he's just sniping Archons left, right, and center. Take a look again at the overall loss count. It is still fairly equal, but the supplies. I'm a little bit worried here for Art. He needs to have great disruptor shots. Disruptor shots are going to be absolutely key. One a little bit early on in the mix here. As Art, can he manage to hold on? And a good blink forwards, picking off one of those Liberators. Pretty much free, giving himself a bit more breathing room, but I mean, in comes Cuddle. Gets another one of those Liberator shots out, and another one actually. How many are still remaining? Does he have more? Yes, alright, he does. Looks like he does have enough to kind of keep rotating around here, but oh my dear lord. Looks like he's out though. He actually is out after losing those ones. Not gonna have anything anymore. Everything falling apart here for Art as Cuddlebear moving forwards. Killing off another base here, and you know what? I mean, Art is trying a little bit of counter-aggression. Look, there's just too much of Cuddlebear absolutely everywhere. And, yeah. I mean, Cuddlebear. Cuddle flipping bear, man. Oh my, jeez Louise. Are you kidding me? He's having an absolute amazing run so far, guys. I'm very stoked. I'm very stoked about this. Alright, we're gonna go back to the Europe servers though. Well, because Art obviously is from Europe. Cuddlebear did have a little bit of an advantage there on the US servers, but I mean, Art already showed that he is capable of taking a game on his home turf. And now he's going to be playing on his own home turf, so maybe he's going to be able to take a game there as well. But we have to remember, Cuddlebear now on match point. Art a little bit on the back foot here. Let's take a look if Cuddlebear can just take the overall thing. And yeah, another Alpha X player versus Alpha X player here taking place. Very cool stuff, very cool stuff. It is in fact the best of 5, so. Did I have best of 3 set up in the thing? I think it was best of, yeah. Well, it's a best of 5, so there you go. Cuddle, so good now. Yeah, it really is, isn't he? He's playing like a god. Jeez Louise. I'm very much impressed. Very impressed. It did feel like Art. I mean, I don't wanna blame Art. I mean, it was a very rough fight, right? I mean, he did lose that Nexus quite early on. He did take some more damage here and there. Very good army traits as well from Cuddle, but overall it did kind of feel to me, I could be wrong about it, but like Art just didn't really have the AoE units that it really needed, that might have been necessary. I mean, he did have the Disruptors, right? But with the Disruptors, you often see the Colossi as well, to kind of take advantage of the Terran army moving backwards from the Disruptor shot, right? And then having the Colossi shoots at the Terran as it's trying to move backwards. Kind of taking the opportunity of those timings, of that little micro dance, so you gain just a little bit more of a trade earlier on before you actually get to engage. But yeah, I mean, he just kept dodging them. He just kept dodging just solely Disruptor shots, not really taking any damage there, until he was just like, all right, I don't think you have any more. Let me just jump forwards and get right on top of all your units, instantly sniping down Disruptors left, right, and center, killing off the Archons, everything, beautifully EMPing, blanketing the entirety of the Protoss army. And yeah, impressive play there. Impressive play by the one and only Cuddlebear. Let's take a look. Let's go into the lobby over here. There we go. There we go. We're gonna go into Eternal Empire. And let's take a look. Is Cuddlebear gonna be able to take this one one more time? Or is Art gonna tie up the series one final time? We're gonna have to wait and see. I mean, if Art does, this would be pretty much a dream finals, right? It's been very close so far. And I was a bit of a Debbie Downer on Cuddlebear before. I really thought Art was just gonna take this. I thought Art was gonna roll. I thought he really was just not gonna give Cuddlebear a moment of success in this series. But you know what? Color me impressed. Color me very impressed. In the bottom left side, we have a Green Terran player. He's from America. And the Team Alpha X. He is Cuddlebear. Mr. Match Point himself in his best of 5 finals of today's tournament. His opponent on his last life cannot afford to lose a single match right now. He is the pink Polish Protoss. He is, well, one of my favorite players to watch from Alpha X as well. He is Art. Alright. Maybe he did get outmaneuvered there, here and there, a little bit by Cuddlebear as well. Especially when Cuddlebear kept moving through the middle of the map, right? Going into the natural base instead of more so the outskirts expansion bases where Art did have his army composition. And then Cuddlebear could just move into the bases, kill off economy, kill off production. As the disruptors were trying to catch up and shoot those disruptor balls into his own base, kind of. It's just one of those tiny things that could have gone differently in the game there. And then perhaps Art would have been able to mitigate that damage a lot better. Oh, Cuddlebear actually going for the kill there on that probe. Instead of starting his command center, delaying himself a little bit here, but it's absolutely A-okay. Right. Going in for quite an early scout here as well, actually. Seeing, in fact, there is 2 gas. He didn't see the second pylon yet, though, so he might expect some sort of a proxy. Perhaps. But let's take a look. He should have a Reaper, right, on the way? Yeah, there he is. Okay. There is the Reaper. I go for a follow-up. Is that... let's take a look, actually, where that factory... Yeah, and it might be a Hellion follow-up. Hellion medevac drop follow-up. On the other side, Art is going to go for what seems to be another Blink Stalker play. The way to realize it is Blink Stalks is, of course, the Sentry. The Sentry is more so the tool for scouting as you use the hallucinations. Otherwise, you might go for, well, either the Robo, right? Which, in case you would go for the Observer, or you go for the Stargate when you would have either, well, the Phoenix or the Oracle. More likely the Oracle, of course. Both of those units kind of allowing you to scout around. But if you go for the Twilight Council, you don't have that much scouting potential. So you make the Sentry to use it for scouting, and then you get the Blink, so you get that more so for map control. And you use the Sentry for scouting instead. Alright, there he goes. Let's see what he will be able to see with this Phoenix, well, hallucinated Phoenix.
Let our enemy know.
Cuddlebear already moving, all his Marines here in position to stop this scout from happening, but you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it, though. Just going to be able to see the starports with the tech lab working hard, trying to create out the cloak. Immediately we see a robotics facility being thrown down here by Art. A good decision indeed. Gonna try to counteract against that sort of technology, that kind of shenanigans. I do get a command Cuddlebear here. Not gonna go for the same strat again once in a row. Just gonna go for a little bit of a gamble, right? As he does have a little bit of a well, of an advantage, I wouldn't say, but yeah, a slight advantage perhaps still. And so, well, I was wrong. He's just gonna cancel the Banshee here after he got scouted. Still a very solid choice. And not going to invest any more time or money into a strategy that he doesn't think is going to do that much after it gotten scouted. which is a reasonable decision, honestly. Especially against the Blink Stogs. It's going to be very, very difficult to make something happen there. In come a lot of Stogs here into the third base location. Scuttlebear did see that third base being created, of course. He is moving out again. Is this... Okay, this time he's getting Stimpack instead of Combat Shield. But I don't think he has as many... No, he just has a single Siege Tank. He's not sending any SCVs either, so it's... You know, it's again another little weird attack here from Cuddlebear. It got scouted. Is he gonna retreat now? After getting scouted out, is he still gonna try to attempt this push, or is he just gonna try to go into for a different angle of attack? Looks like he is gonna go for a full retreat here. Which, you know what, again, makes sense to me. After getting scouted like that, it's going to be very easy for Art to maneuver his Stogs into a position where he will be able to jump right on top of that Siege Tank. Ah. Okay. Alright, so Colossi are going to be the choice here for Art this time around. Not going to go into the Disrupt attack once again. But will it be in time for this attack coming on through? There's no extended Thermalance in sight yet. Say Raven here as well. And I guess the Marines don't have combat shields yet. Alright, big disable right on top of the Colossi here. And it looks like, you know, it might actually get quite a bit of damage dealt on those gateway units. Cuddlebear's really trying here to kill off the entirety of the forces. You know what? You know what? He might actually be able to do this right here, right now. He's killing off quite a bit. And, well, the second Colossi is coming in. Cuddlebear, okay, he's going to get cleaned up here, it seems. Let's see how much damage he actually manages to do. Age Work is going to get killed off so far. You know what? The Colossi, no way. It's going to go down. It's moving into the Siege Tank range. And the Marauders being able to target it down. Okay, okay. Oh, more forces moving in, though. Cuddlebear. Oh, my God. Is he actually doing this? He's doing way too much damage here. Art is losing too much. 11 works so far. He's not trading out too favorably. Picked up after that engage. Oh my dear lord, that Widowmine got a lot of kills as well. 14 probes so far going down. Art in a lot of trouble. 15 probes now, and GG is called. Cuddlebear is our champion of tonight. Oh my dear lord, he beats Art 3-1. As by his words, he is absolutely sleep deprived, and he's just on autopilot. He is an absolute beast. I don't know what he's doing, but you know what? Perhaps he should be more often sleep deprived, because that was absolutely insane. He played like an absolute beast. Jeez Louise, he actually managed to just kill off Art there in the end. Like, it was absolutely nothing. And you know what? I've seen a lot of people try to do that against Art, but you know what? He actually went and did it. That's some crazy stuff. No, he won't. Yes, he will. No, he won't. That was crazy, man. I had the same feeling. I had the absolute same feeling. Alright, so, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I'm really Kozan. You can find me over here on, well, either my Twitter or my Twitch. And, well, if you want to see more of my casting, you can check me out over there. And, I'll keep you up to date about when I will be live, hopefully, as much as I can. I'm not that great at it, honestly. I'm gonna acknowledge that. Anyway, I'll try to get better with it. It's one of my 2020 resolutions. Other than that, next Sunday we will in fact have Solar versus Cure. Yes, you heard me correct. Those are the Korean players. Solar versus Cure are going to be playing a best of 9. I'm going to be casting it, and I'm going to be having a absolute beast of a coach as well with me. There to kind of give some actual substance to the cast. He is the coach to Laser. Nurchio, Sol, Vindicta, and Cuddle. So the actual victor of tonight's tournament, he is a coach to him as well. And he's called Matisse. Matisse, if you don't know Matisse, well, there you go. He's the coach to all of those great players. And I really do hope that he's going to join me that day. I'm looking forward to that one. So Sunday, make sure to write it down in your calendars. Sign up for, well, the Twitter of that one. And this one too, if you want. I would appreciate it. And then we're going to keep you up to date with the times and everything of that. But are you really Kozan? It's never gonna get answered. I'm sorry, it's never gonna get answered. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I am. Anyway. I hope you all had as much fun as I had today. And yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for joining today. Remember, this is the final call out as well. Matcherino is a thing. We have a code. Type in !Matcherino. Help us out. Get a bit of free extra dough in the prize pool. These players deserve it. Come on, man. It doesn't cost you anything except for a little bit of clicking. And you know what? StarCraft 2 players are great at clicking. So don't fool me with that one. I'm pretty sure you guys are capable. You goddamn non-clicking clicking guys. Anyway. Yeah, hopefully see you on Sunday. And see you next time. Have a good one. Thank you, players. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Alpha X. Thank you, Sushi, I guess, as well. Why not? Thank you, Velvador. Thank you, Bibs, I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm not sure if he's ever going to watch this. But anyway. All right. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.